You ever seen a portable keyboard like that Casio?
This is unbelievable. It sounds like the real thing no matter what button you press.
It is the real thing. The Casio SK1 is a true digital keyboard. And with its built-in sampler, you can play a tune with any sound you can hear.
Hello.
At Walmart, the Casio SK1 is just $98.76 every day.
I'm buying.
Electronics at Walmart, when you're ready to buy.
That's real savings. That's the Walmart way.
You're not my buddy.
I think it's important for full disclosure that was not Dana Kimbowitz in that Walmart ad. It's potentially litigious in nature, but I wanted to throw that out there. So, Kimbo, not you.
Let's say something here before we start. A Casio SK1 is probably worth over $100, right? You
Bling,
laugh.
bling.
People
in real
selling.
dollars, it lost value.
I mean,
because
that keyboard, and so part of the in-groove plan, right, is if you send him a record that's over $100, he will consider it trade.
He doesn't want your fucking box sets.
Oh, one. Oh, no, John.
But if I send him a Casio SK1
or a
in near mint condition.
Or a box set. He doesn't want that shit.
Right?
He doesn't want it.
Should be good, right?
Video? He doesn't want it. He wants your mono first pressings, the whole thing.
No. So
near
John
mint,
Bong,
he'll give you $100.
John Bong, if you send him just Anthology 4 with the in-groove sticker, that should be like double, triple the value, right?
One of my favorite sentences a human being has ever said is when Mike said that sometimes people ask him to sign records.
What the?
Just it doesn't matter what language it is. It could be
John Bong. Look at Arnaldo's face when you said that.
Arnaldo, would you want,
stressed.
like, if you buy like a record, just like get it signed by him? Just
John Bong, what if I told you he's not the only YouTube record store owner that has been asked that? I have it on good authority. Multiples.
Yeah, wow. Dylan. I think Dylan's been asked.
Yeah, Dylan was the one that I heard first.
Well, but he did the reissue. I mean, still weird, but like he was part of it at one point. Not really, but But if Mike does it, it's sort of like tax evasion.
No! Listen, we don't want the man coming through our coin purses and cigarettes cases because he may not like what he finds. Well, the room is filling up nicely. I know we've only really got 1 hour of runway because there's a huge show. We're going to lose. I think some of the people here, we're going to lose them. So I appreciate you coming on because they've got Steve Westman was so frightened by what we're about to talk about tonight. He booked not only one, but two mastering engineers for his presentation tonight. So one wasn't enough. So he's bringing the big guns. So we'll see. We'll see when our artists.
There's a difference, right? One of them uses EQ presets. You in the chat can, close your eyes, figure out who that is, and the other one actually does his job, track by track.
Oh no!
And Jason, this is Steve Westman's plan to finally get rid of Chance.
This is like a Mortal Kombat. When the fatality thing comes up, he's literally trying to take me out. He's trying to take us out. This is
he literally is Sub-Zero.
He's Sub-Zero. There's no doubt about it. I can't believe it.
Yes.
See, the question that's not going to be asked during that stream is, who's the better mastering engineer, right? That would be the question. Kevin, are you the better mastering engineer, right?
Can you imagine if they just go like, yeah, Bernie Graham, fuck that guy? That would be amazing. Like
heel turn. Listen, I would shut the show down if that happened. I'm gonna, I like to keep an eye on what's going on. If the heel turn happens, guys, show's instantly coming down.
And that Steely Dan Asia sounds like ass. I would do a better job. Something like that.
What if we streamed their stream and did like a Mystery Science Theater to it?
Oh,
something I've considered. We kind of did that with Collect Code Chad, and then I had to have an offline conversation with him. So I would prefer not to evoke any kind of memories of that. But all right, well let's the room is filling up. I do want to get to this one. KP Spin says, remember when must-see TV Thursday nights meant Friends and Seinfeld back-to-back? Now it's Surface Noise and Westman. Appointment viewing is John Bong Kramer. Mr. Bong, how would you... Is that a compliment or an insult? I don't know the difference.
As a Jewish man, to be categorized as the only non-Jewish motherfucker in that show, it's a thing of modern beauty.
Joel is here. Static ATX Records. Check him out online. I just came here to listen to opinions on the Beatles. Can't get enough of it, honestly. Well, you're in the right place, Joel. Because if you didn't hear this is Beatles headquarters, you're hearing it now. We're ready. Melinda Murphy is here. Hello, Melinda. She says, David's house is beautiful. David, you've redecorated. I like what you've done with the place. It almost reminds me of a default StreamYard virtual setting.
CONCERTBUDDIE, his house was mastered by Kevin Gray. Come on now.
Oh, come on. Listen, that's a big announcement. Steve Westman's having him on. It's a new career choice. Kevin Gray is leaving the music industry, and he's going into redecorating. He's going to be a design engineer for homes and gardens. You heard it here first. Sorry, Steve. I had to spoil it, Steve.
It looks like the Billy Idol, Billy Joel, documentary background. You saw that? It literally it has
got that money because Billy Joel got that money. See who else is here. Oh no. I don't even know what this means. Norman Maslow, I can't wait to buy a JR in the Dead Wax. Jason, how do you is that
the new psychedelic horseshit? The new psychedelic horseshit record will have something for Mazzy in the Dead Wax. We'll dedicate.
Hey, somebody's already mad at you, Jason. Right? That's amazing.
Well, old man Mazzy, he got to cry about something, bro.
There's a Travis.
I'm putting it down.
7 minutes and 20 seconds in, and somebody already wrote enough.
Well, I guess Mr. Miller has to cry too. Don't worry, Mr. Miller. Westman is available for you.
High life. It's a high lifetime.
Can't we all just get along? Rodney King.
Well, I think this is going to be hot. This one's going to be a hot one.
This one could be. Mike Kovaletsky says, hello, all ready for some concerts? Yes.
Is it Kowalski?
Next week. No show next week. I know Steve should have timed it better. He could have had the entire Thursday night to himself, but now he's got to share it. But listen, it's a whole different show, whole different audience. Tom, Hiring District, ardent supporter of the program, says, does this episode come with Dramamine for the backdrop? Possibly. We did pass around the virtual ketamine, so we are extremely hopped up, and we are extremely ready to perform. If you know what I'm saying. Me, myself, and my vinyl. Kevin, hello. Is this a Kanye type deal at Bonnaroo? Waiting till sunrise to kick off this bitch? Listen, Kevin, we're nervous. It's nervous energy. We're trying to get it under control, but we're going to do it. Welcome. This is Surface Noise, the show of record, talking about records. We don't get the big guests. We get the rest. We're going to put that on a T-shirt. It'll be in the Patreon store.
Hold on.
Sloppy seconds, I guess,
Hold on.
the other way of putting it.
You say we don't get the big guests. I mean, between Bong and Rojas, it's like bigger than that. Can we have?
We call it VC Star Search. We don't have the Ed McMahon though. That's the only thing the Groove Seekers got the voice. We just need to gravel it up a little bit to get to that Ed McMahon. But we're working on it.
I can work on that. Listen, I don't understand. If we don't have any big guests, how come it took Arnaldo 2.5 freaking months to renegotiate?
Well, that's why he was tiring being the star of stars. And listen, he had all the leverage. I mean, I hate to bring this into the light, Arnaldo, but I mean, literally, he bent us over a barrel, and we had to sign. I mean, you don't even understand the licensing deal that we had to give this guy. It's unbelievable.
Let's not talk about the writer.
Only brown M&Ms before the show. Unreal. Well, let's get it started. Hello, Cesar. Good to see you, sir. I think it's time to get into the topics because, again, we've got a limited runway for podcast proper. So what we're doing, let's do the intros. Of course, everyone does not know who is here. They're here pretty much every week, but, it's the polite thing to do. First, to my immediate vicinity, one of the tag team from the Empire State. You know him, you love him. I think he's really arrived. I think somebody sent me. There's a parody account about you, Chris, now. So congratulations, you've arrived. It's the Groove Seeker. Chris, good evening.
Nice. I didn't even know that. I'll have to check it out.
I was sent it. And I'm like, no, that's not Chris.
well, I'm glad to have arrived.
That's the only way. That's the only way you know you're doing something right is when that kind of what's the word, compliment is given. And then his tag team partner, the highest paid member of the dais until John Bong's contract comes up. It is Arnaldo. The channel Fidelios_frequency had a successful video recapping his London record store adventures. Congratulations, Arnaldo.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me again.
Well, you have to. You're in the contract. It's contractually obligated at this point.
So,
and then under the current, I guess we call it a remodel. David Bianco, Safe and Sound Texas Audio Excursion. He's already done his Beatle video, but we're going to mine some of those details out of this conversation because we do want to have breaking news. David, good evening.
Good evening, guys. Yeah, I've got to do some rationalization. You know, I'm rationalizing my collection.
Interesting.
So behind here, you can't see the construction going on.
Well, they're doing a nice job. Where? Oh man, look how clean those spaces are. Is that?
Hey, are those CDs? Are those CDs?
Oh no, it is CDs. Look at that back there in the back. CDs are back.
That was an Easter egg.
And then his co-conspirator, also from the Lone Star State. I want to put you guys together because I need to draft off the star power of Bong. Jason Rojas, they call it the Wall of Wow. You haven't changed it over in a minute. Is there? Are you done buying records?
You know, I'm probably doing more record rationalization.
He's waiting for the next celebrity musician to die so he could repopulate the top row.
So I want to show this record, Grover Washington Jr., Inner City Blues.
Okay.
I think Stunty was making fun of this record on the Michael 45 OBC stream. So this one's for you, Stunty. No, this record's pretty good. Just because I think the label, what is this?
That's Koogaloo or whatever.
The fuck is that label?
Oh, 3. We're up to 3. 3.
This, just because it's jazz fusion doesn't mean it's bad, right?
That sounds
that guy on Sesame Street, he was on Sesame Street, wasn't
Well,
he?
I think Elliot called it Groover Washington.
Groover Washington, yeah, because it was on TV. Yeah, Groover. That's
He was confused.
His street name is Groover Washington Jr.
It's so good.
CONCERTBUDDIE, can you show Chasing Records comment real quick?
I think I can. Chasing Records says, could Jason do a Kevin Gray wall for us one of these nights?
All right. Wish granted.
Donos.
Hey,
Wish
granted.
He never mastered one of these nights, I'm sure.
And then, probably the biggest star of all. This is the one we're going to lose first to the Westman stream. This is international super duper star, John Bong. Good evening. John.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Oh, you got so mild-mannered. You went like Michael Jackson on it. She went like I don't know what that was. But,
sorry.
Wow. I don't know exactly what happened there, but this is why it's live, and there's surprises galore. All right. Well, we've done the introductions. Everyone's excited. We've got to touch on one thing before we go to show proper, and that is breaking news. It's breaking news hours ago. The Beatles are back. The Beatles are back. Anthology 4. Everyone's prayers have been answered. Because I went to bed last night and I said, man in the sky, if you could do one thing for me, please give me Anthology 4. And I woke up this morning and here it is.
You found yourself on Brian Epstein's island?
Oh, wow. I would say Howie Epstein's island to kind of soften the blow, but sure. Anywho, Anthology 4, underwhelming, maybe? I don't know. Let's go around the dais. First of all, anyone pre-order? Anyone pre-order? Guys, not all at once. Not all at once. Just raise your hand. It's okay. No shame.
Well, right. I tried to pre-order, but every discount code from UMG I tried to use didn't work.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's true.
That's unbelievable. Guys, I just can't believe it. I'm finding this hard to believe. I would say.
Got mail.
Oh, hang on. Oh, I think I might have a coupon code for you, Groove Seeker. I think one just came in. A little surprised. Bianco, you did you pre-order? You pre-ordered CDs.
I pre-ordered the CD set as a gift for someone. Yeah.
Oh. Fair enough. Well, David, I'm going to lead off with you on this one because you've already rushed to market, video out, doing it the way a YouTuber should. So congratulations on that. Initial thoughts, because I think people were like, because they do a nice job of teasing. There's a lot of teasing involved with a couple imagery, emails, etc. So when the news comes out, David, scale of 1 to 10, the payoff to you was what?
-3.
Oh my God! Oh, David! Oh no,
Whoa.
David!
Wow.
I was like, not again.
Not again! Oh no, that's like wow, that's strong words. And why would you say that?
It wasn't a surprise. I mean, they'd been teasing the book is out, so they'd been telling us. But to me, skipping Rubber Soul to me is still, I don't get why that's happened. And, what do you get? You got to buy a big group of stuff to get the one album that's really, truly new. And then I show in my video how 90% of that's already been released as well.
Guys, we've done it. We've finally brought David over to Hot Take Central. He's finally had enough. Pot him down. It's David. I think it's time that you have earned your oven mitt, because those are some of the hottest takes. I expected them from Rojas, even the Bong Master General. David, welcome to Surface Noise. This year officially broken through. It is kind of a bust that you have to buy the actual box set just to get the extras. And like David said, the goodies are it's kind of like when you go and you're like, man, I really want some cookies. And then you go and all they got left is the stuff you don't want. And then you're there and you're like, do I still want cookies if I have to get the cookies I don't want? That's the dilemma I think a lot of people. Arnaldo, are you having the same dilemma, or was this a quick delete email as soon as that information came through today?
I got bombarded by Sound of Vinyl, by Discover, by the Beatles store. That's only on text. Then I got the same.
Oh my God!
Mail.
I think Arnaldo's happening to me right now. It's unbelievable.
No, I was disappointed that it's not available separately. I can understand re-releasing it because I think they may have been out of print, the anthologies on vinyl.
And they remixed them,
Right. So I can understand making it available again in the box set, but that they're not allowing the standalone, at least for now, volume 4, to have a separate release. I think that's kind of shitty.
So, in other words, you're going to buy some of these, like the vinyl Robin Hood, break open the sets, and then you're going to
wait. David is in the Black Lodge.
Oh no, David, we've lost David. We've lost David to Shadow
Our
Realm.
power went out, but all my backup systems are working.
David is in the Black Lodge from Twin Peaks.
See, David, you've turned to the dark side of Surface Noise, and now it's coming to take you whole.
Looks like a black metal like Bursum cover.
Oh no. Groove Seeker, do you have room on your shelves for Anthology 4?
I always have room for a box set.
Wow.
You cannot trade Mike on the Ingroove box sets. He doesn't want that shit.
That's going to be a great door stopper for the next hurricane, right?
Yeah.
Wrong. Protection against the zombies.
12 records,
right? You're going to put the monobox, at the top.
Crucifixes, Anthology 4 box sets.
The U.S. monobox, the second tier. Right?
Yes.
The U.S. monobox, that was a cash grab.
But one thing we got to say, is the 4, is it a double or is it a triple?
It's a triple.
Triple. So if you break it down, it's $100 per anthology, which is not bad for a triple record, right?
So I'm sensing a theme here, because kind of what David is saying. So Mazzy says, if you're old, you already have most of it. Lots of new buyers. Never bought these on vinyl, but agree. So buy the CDs. So
buy the CDs, you'll be able to stream it.
Oh no! Don't listen. We're bringing back CDs. We've got financial vested interest, Rojas. We cannot. This is our retirement plan. Don't get people.
Oh wow, the laser disc.
Oh, that was the better box set. Yeah.
David, what is that?
Laser disc.
Extra
David,
large.
what
CD?
dimension are you in? You wizard.
Is this Doctor Who?
This
special?
is Doctor Who. Look at this.
I didn't know that Bianca was an extra in the next Tron
Look at that.
movie.
It's vanishing.
Here
I
we
mean,
are.
David.
Jeff Bridges.
David. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Bonger, I think I already know your take on this. How many copies did you order? Is the number greater or less than 4?
It's none.
0.
I would.
Zero. Media.
You know what? For a second before they announced it, when I saw, first of all, I saw Massey posted like a photo of it. I immediately thought, "Fuck, Paul McCartney's dead." Right after the initial shock of not finding out he died, I saw that they were going to do an Anthology 4, and for a split second there, I was like, "Oh, they're going to release the Epstein files." No, sorry, the long-awaited Carnival. What is it? Carnival of Lights track that they've been hinting for since the Beatles were doing those jack-off sessions at Abbey Road.
Oh no!
So
I have to take this moment. The children are watching. The children are watching. These are the fans we're trying to attract, and the Beatles are trying to attract. So, Mr. Bong, please.
All right, but for real, I thought they were going to release that, and I was like, well, that's interesting, right? But it's just straight up, just a cash grab, man. It's the price is a cash grab. I think if it was like $150, again, Black Sabbath released a nice Tony Martin era box set. It was like 5 LPs as well, or some shit like that. I don't know. $100. Why do you? How much is this? 300? 400?
400. 4 bills.
Fuck that shit. Like Ringo doesn't need that much money. He doesn't. He's never ate pizza before. He just peace and loves everywhere he goes. He wrote a fucking song about an octopus.
Bonger, the children. Do it for the kids. Please.
He did it. He wrote a song about an octopus and act naturally. He didn't wrote that book.
Listen, I have to call out the doctor of love, Dr. Johnny Fever, says at least it wasn't a repress of Thrillington. That's a heavy charge. Yeah. It's a heavy charge. Speaking of Thrillington, the biggest fan I know, Jason Rojas. How quickly did you get your credit card out to pre-order?
Concert Buddy. John Lennon, he called me.
Well, whoa.
He texted me.
Whoa.
He said, I got big news for you.
Did he also thought Paul McCartney had died?
Right. He died again for the 3rd time.
Unbelievable.
He was asking, John Lennon asked me, are you ready for Thrillington 2? I was like, what?
A sequel to Thrillington? Oh my gosh.
No way, Jose.
Unbelievable.
Did he also tell you why the N-word song on his record is getting pulled out?
Oh my gosh.
No, he didn't. All right. I mean, that's a horrible record, but I like it. But they took out one of the best songs. So
Jason, it sounds like John did not give you a discount code to Universal to pre-order. Is that wasn't the news?
He was like, stream it.
He's just off of physical media. He's off.
So let me say this to the chat. In our Instagram group chat for the panel here, there was the news came out, and then Arnaldo, right? He was talking about Anthology 4, and I decided to do the research, right? Took me 15 minutes because I wanted to count, they said 26 tracks not released on vinyl. Okay? Not released on vinyl.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
And is that even true? Because like one of the 3 extra tracks are the cash grabs. I mean, the unreleased demos they polished, right?
I mean, technically that's true, right? Question mark.
I mean, yeah.
Well, the thing
On
is,
question mark.
the ones that were not released on vinyl, if anyone cares, they were on the deluxe versions, right? So I'm talking about Sgt. Pepper, right? The White Album, Abbey Road, right? So if you already own that or you stream it, then you already have it, right? So you're just going to get it on vinyl, right? Is that too much logic for people?
It makes too much sense.
Is there actually anything besides the Cardinal or whatever the fuck it is? Is there actually something that's missing from the Beatles catalog to be released?
Yeah, maybe they're like songwriting demos. That's probably, I mean, to be serious with you, John.
Is there like a fantasy football type card?
Can I interject a conspiracy theory?
Yes.
I have one for you because I like to go on the internet. I like to go out late at night and sometimes early in the morning.
Is it about Ringo?
Not this one. I've got another one on Ringo, but this one is, I think the announcement was to take some of the wind out of the sails of how popular that John Lennon Boxset news came out recently. Like, that set the internet on fire. So I think this was a diversionary tactic that they've been sitting on because they said, we've oversold. We've oversold these boxes. What can we do to calm the waters and take some of that heat off? It was kind of like a projection. I don't know what the word is there. Any truth to that? Do you think
Lennon was sucking all the money out? They needed to get going before the money was gone. I mean, more Yoko, you got to have it.
Leave some for the rest of us, guys. Come on.
Yeah. The big question mark is, will we see these at Costco?
Yes. 50% off by November 1st. That is the Concert Buddy. Clip it off. Concert Buddy guarantee. 50%.
It's not released till the 21st of November. How are they going to be in Costco on November 1st?
Oh no.
So he lied.
Pre-sale.
He lied.
So what's the prices right now in the secondary market of the original issues of this on vinyl? The first three, are they pricey?
Like 100.
Yeah,
100 each.
100 each.
100 each.
All right. So how is this a cash grab?
You know why is a cash grab? Because, well, first of all, that new Anthology is basically just like
scraps.
It just scraps. Again, it is sort of like what they've done already, but at the same time, it's nothing like you have to pay $400 to get it. See, if there's no other option to get it,
right?
It is a cash grab. The
pricing is
horrible.
That's why I said originally, I think these were out of print, so it kind of makes sense that they're making them available again, right?
Yeah, but the the amount of copies they do.
Yeah, they could make more. Listen, KRWD, they could press more of the damn mono box. Yes,
they could do it. They could do like a color version, or of that stuff. I don't know. Like there's so many.
Version, right?
They can repress the Let It Be Naked. They can do.
Yes.
They can do other stuff.
But it's all tied together with the Disney airing.
Yeah, that was the other piece. Thank you, Arnaldo.
There is a overall marketing scheme around the whole project. Around the whole project.
I think it's
That's
just
why
capitalism. Thank you, Chris. Yes.
It's
I mean, like
capitalizing
capitalism.
Capitalizing the capitalism.
Capitalizing on capital.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
it's just the pricing. It's so fucking horrible.
This is a great way. This is a great way.
And next year, it's probably going to be the concert for Bangladesh, because what's his name?
George Harrison?
No.
Bangladesh.
No, the guy who did
Ravi Shankar.
What's his name?
Pete
Lord of the
Jackson.
Rings guy. Peter Jackson. Isn't he redoing it?
That's what I've heard.
He's going back to Bangladesh.
Don't you think that that's going to be re-released whenever that?
Actually, another follow-up. Why is Peter Jackson so heavily invested in the Beatles? Didn't he like make movies about hobbits? And I mean,
no.
They're paying him so much he can't kick the Hobbit.
I got breaking news. Breaking news. You know, the Beatles aren't making new music anymore. So this is
Chris, bite your tongue.
This is reissue stuff, guys.
Well, they did release the song. Remember that? It was old as fuck.
I tried to forget it.
They hypnotized.
May I introduce you to Now and Then? It's
they won best metal song or some shit like that on the Grammys. You remember?
Mr. Bong. They beat out Ghost, which there is a misconception that Ghost is a metal band, and it's not. I'm just letting you know.
One of the worst bands ever. But anyways, I will say that I don't care about that. Like, if it's a cash grab in the sense that for all the people that already have it, they have to buy this.
But you're
box.
missing the point. There's new generations that don't have it.
Arnaldo, no one below 55 bought that shit today. No one.
Well, you don't know that because the documentary
No, I don't.
hasn't aired.
Yes, the documentary is when the
It's
sales will
all
kick into overdrive. I agree with that. Yes.
But all right, wait. So right now, most people 30 below, 40 below are all recycle, thrift store.
No, that's not true.
Secondary
you see them
market.
walking out with copies of, Dark Side of the Moon and Rumors. So why wouldn't they?
Yeah, that's a
walk out
$20 record. Do you think somebody's gonna spend $400 straight up just to buy B-sides and live versions of stuff?
It's the
They don't really
Beatles.
know.
They're bigger than Jesus.
It could be Sweeney, Sidney Sweeney on a cross. I don't care about that shit. It just doesn't make any sense that I'm going to buy this just because it's the Beatles.
Jose, they have a huge operation behind them. If it didn't make financial sense, they would not have done that. Because do you know how much it costs and how much time and effort it takes to assemble something like that?
No, I know, but it's like,
so
do you think it's all
sense.
young people buying
They're
that?
they're in the business of making money. They're not in the business of pleasing the fans.
I just want to shout out the chat. The chat's on fire tonight. I see a lot of contrary opinions
alive? No,
and a lot of Beatles love. There's so much. I mean, this is like that Vegas show, Love. It's unbelievable. So please continue.
Anybody in the chat? Are you going to buy the Beatles box set in the chat? Anybody?
Oh, hang on. Should I do a poll?
Yeah.
We have a
Look, we have Dom. Look, can you highlight Dom's comment?
Oh my
he
God.
works at a record store. He can.
Dom
he
is
can tell
serious.
you.
The kids are buying $5 copies of the Beatles 4. They can't afford this shit. Everything is effing and spent. See, Mr. Bong, that's how you do it. Effing. That's how we keep the kids engaged.
I will have this.
And then Richard's Vinyl Tap House is gone. Full heel turn.
I'll have this box set. I'll have this box set because when I was 11 or 12, I had 5 Beatles CDs, the 3 anthologies, and the red and the blue. I cannot have this one day. I'm just waiting until the price. I think the price is going to go down.
Grace,
and
look,
I don't have the originals.
Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Well, that's the reason. If I didn't have the originals, totally, that's the opportunity to buy it.
Friend of the show, Adam Tiro from the Freight. Hello, Adam, says he bought it. So we've got one.
Chris, don't feel bad. We're bagging on it, but
I don't feel bad at all.
You don't have it, so it makes sense that you want to buy it. I get it.
Yeah,
I would encourage people. We have a wonderful chat going on right now. Please fill out the survey. Listen, we got a poll. High technology. I want to leverage this because this is what's going to bring us the donos. This is all part of the scheme, right? So
can you do a poll?
I've got a poll going. I would also invite you, if you'd like your question or comment read, throw a dono in, and I will elevate you to the top of the queue, as I've picked up from other arias that we can really because I can't afford this either. I would like to be able to afford it. I want to send my kid through college, and I want to get all the box sets every year that they come out. So help me help you.
But hold on, Arnaldo. Every time something new comes out, who's the first person in the group chat to pre-order something? Typically,
Rojas.
It's typically me. You or me, right?
Depends.
I didn't pre-order this yet because I might not even pre-order at all. So I'm not down on the bagging because I'm torn on it too. Like maybe this is a CD purchase for me, right? Like I'll have the box. I don't know if I'll have the records.
Well,
it's a lot.
It's
demos too.
Wait, right, let me ask the panel here. Do you own the anthology? You said you own the CDs, yeah? Groove Seeker.
I have the CDs and the DVDs, yeah.
Okay, Bianco, do you own the record or the CDs?
Yep, I do.
Okay, Arnaldo?
I have the records, the CDs, and the video, a Blu-ray.
This is how it's done. Norman Maslov with a big $10.
Wow,
look
he
at
went
that.
crazy.
Listen, I got to read this because he paid.
I think those $10 are addressed.
$365 to go.
All right, let's go. Keep chipping the chisel. Let's go. Jason, continue.
Concert Buddy, do you own this stuff?
I have the first one.
Oh, just the first one.
Yeah, because I'm going to piecemeal it because it's again, Compilations
see
and
how-
box sets, I tried to avoid them. It's really not. I like to go genuine article, but I got a good deal on number one, the one you're holding up there, and if I can get less than, like, let's call it $50 to $60 on the other two, I'll probably grab them. But it's not a priority.
Okay.
Chris, you saw how nobody asked if I own that shit.
John, you don't even have housing.
you guys
You're
probably
traveling
don't-
too much.
You probably don't remember when Anthology 1 came out. It was huge. The record store.
Oh yeah.
was
95,
selling it like hotcakes.
massive.
It was like, so in that case, it's also a new generation. It was aired, what was it, ABC? So it was a media event. And that's what really propelled the sales of the record. And
Smart. This is it.
And volume 1, 2, and 3 didn't come out all at once. It was like every
No.
6 months.
Every
or
6
something
months,
like,
yeah.
or 4 months, something like that.
every 6 months.
Yeah.
And wasn't there? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I was coming up in age in '95. There was also the documentary, right? Because I feel like I was watching some of that on ABC.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
ABC.
Yeah, so it was on network
It
TV.
was, I think Thanksgiving, was it?
Laser.
I think it was right after or right. Was it leading up to
Physical
Thanksgiving?
media is going nowhere. Yes, let's go.
I think it was around December or the week between
It
Thanksgiving.
feels right. Yeah, that feels
Yeah,
right.
it was around that time.
I had time, and I was in school, so I had time to watch.
I think it was, what, 3 Sundays in a row?
That sounds right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They had like a Martin Brashear, Michael Jackson interview for a couple weeks, and no. Well, listen, the chat is becoming unruly. Let's end the poll. The poll, I think we got, actually, could it be record participation? Let's look at the results. Hang on, I gotta cue this up because we do spend a lot of money on our sound effects. The result, this poll, a whopping 29 votes. I mean, that's not even, is that 35%? No is the big answer. 75% of the respondents are not protected. The 24 is. 24 is. So listen, more part to you. Spend your money how you want to spend your money. This is just fodder for us to fill time before the Steve Westman show at the top of the hour. So thank you for joining us. I want to remind you that you're welcome to stay with us through the top of the hour. No hating. Jason will continue to show. We call this Rojasing when he's showing all the records. He has.
Are those coasters?
I'm just missing number 4, right?
Mm.
I'm
I
throwing the
can
challenge out there.
I can get you one for $400.
Listen, who is going to be the Robin Hood of the VC and buy this box set, multiples, and break them open and sell number 4 to the masses? Who is it?
Are we done with this topic? Because I want to ask one more question, but I won't if you want to move on.
Close it out. This is how we'll close
Is it
it. Tom,
about-
hold on.
about-
Tom, we're almost done.
What else would you like to see from the Beatles estate besides Rubber Soul that they could have done?
The deck of
Daniel
tapes.
Harrison
The deck of
solo
tapes. Have an easy deck of
Yeah.
tapes.
Tapes.
Spread Eagle from Yoko
Then you would have
Ono
found
and
out
John
like
Lennon.
they sucked.
December.
You would have found out
79.
like they had to use. You had to use Bernard's. What is it?
Bernard Purdy.
Bernard Purdy to fill in for Pete Best, right?
Can we have a UHQR of Pete Best's just a wonderful compilation?
You know, John Bong. When I'm
Hamburg,
asked who is the best of the
Mississippi.
Beatles, it's always Pete Best. Come on.
It was on his name. Oh, yeah,
Oh no! Don't start another conspiracy.
have you ever
So-
seen those videos?
So
of
we're
Pete Best on
we're
Letterman?
reaching on recommendations here. Besides the anthology, I have Exhibit A, Your Honor. I'd like the defense rests.
Counselor,
Well, I'm
counselor,
saying-
thank you for making your case, counselor.
I just think that I don't know. I'm not saying they should do stripped down versions of every song, but
Hey, I just want to say one thing. Melinda Murphy is finally embracing. That's why I said on the Wax show this morning. She's almost surface noise ready. She did a video with a little rant. She's had a couple rant videos this year, and she's stepping into her own. It's like American Idol, making it her own. Melinda, you're almost surface noise ready. When you're ready to join us, like Rick James, we'll
So-
wave you. We are waiting for female representation on the dais. Trust me.
I can help Melinda. October 31st, 1994, Fish did a 27-minute version of Help.
Oh, of course. It always comes
London-
back to
London
Fish
Falls,
with
New
this guy.
York.
Always comes back to Fish with this guy. All right. Enough. But here's a good segue, because we were already working some show ideas this week, because there is work that goes into this, believe it or not, some work. And this is kind of a great segue into what I'll call when one is enough or isn't. And we talk about this off and on, and hell, we've probably even talked about this directly in some shapes or forms over the Surface Noise career. But let's kind of talk this out, because this Beatle thing is a great segue into, if you already have it, are you going to get it again? And why would you get it again? So, not to use that example, but again, this is how we're transitioning into topic A to topic B. So, Arnaldo, I know that in your contract it said
Comments on fire. You're not putting him up. The Rick James comment did not go.
Oh no. No, remember he did that. He did at the Chappelle show. Oh my gosh, guys, come on, this is unbelievable. Did we? I think we lost her. We almost had Melinda on Surface Noise. It happened almost. Anyway.
Okay, so
so when is one enough in your mind? Because obviously we all have multiple copies of multiple things.
So
before I kick it to you, Arnold. Yes. So as David said, like David's rationalizing his word. I think the trademark coming through, David. We're working on it. Right?
It is almost
trademark pending, so don't use it, fools. David's got it.
You got to put ration in caps.
But I think we all, over the years or through our record collecting journeys, will rationalize or trim the fat, or however you want to trim the herd, whatever you want to say. So Arnaldo, I'm gonna kick it off with you on this one. What kind of thought process goes in? If you've already got it, why do you got to get it again? Or do you?
Well, there's different aspects to it, right? There's the collector aspect.
Whoa.
Oh my God, Arnaldo, what are you showing? What, I mean, is this? Oh my!
Right, these are like 4 vinyl copies of The Queen is Dead. The UK original, the US original, the German original on green vinyl, and the one that's currently in print. So everybody knows that I'm a huge Smiths fan, and it's more out of being completist.
Sure.
Not only is my favorite album that by the Smiths, it's also probably one of my all-time favorite albums. So that all adds to it. When you love an album, you may want to get different. Oh, I didn't pull out the box set. I'm sorry.
Hang on, Arnaldo. Did someone scribble on that one copy? What happened there? Was it
I've shown
for you?
This is Johnny Marr.
Autographed. I like it.
Oh,
hang on, Arnaldo. We got some wise guys in the gallery. He said, I thought Arnaldo would show automatic for the people. Kevin, shame on you. Shame on you. We almost lost Arnaldo during the contract negotiations because of that. So shame on you.
Jeez. Yeah.
So, yeah, I can understand if you love an album or you love a band that you may buy more than one copy of the same album, right? Only because it's your favorite album. You want to collect as many different copies that you may want, right?
Sure.
There's also the component where you're also seeking. I won't get rid of any of those, right? Because those are part of my Smiths collection. Then there's the aspect where you're seeking the best sounding version. And Jason probably knows something about that. Hence why you buy more than one copy. And I have the Pixies original UK, the MoFi, and the worst of them all. But I bought this one because it has extra tracks. It has a bonus section. They changed the artwork, but it doesn't really sound very good. So this is Doolittle by the Pixies, another one of my favorite albums. And I guess eventually, maybe this one, which has the extra disc, I won't sell. But at some point, maybe I will part with the MoFi. It doesn't sound better or worse. It sounds different from the original. So maybe that's why I want to keep it. And then you have when you're seeking, you're not happy, and you really want to find, you're really hoping that you're going to find the ultimate best version of a record.
The best of the best.
Right. So originally I had the Michael Jackson
no.
Dangerous.
MoFi better sit down. Here it comes.
The 2015 version, which was okay. You know, was the first version I had on vinyl because I had listened to it on CD for many, many years. Then I found an original and I'm like, oh, I like this a lot better. And then the MoFi, when it was announced, I was like, yes, right? Finally, this is going to blow it out of the water. And I was disappointed. I made a video about it. I think may have talked about it. I think it was a missed opportunity. So there's the component of you're seeking the best version possible of a record. Ideally, in that case, once you found it, you should get rid of the other ones, right? No one's conferring. So that is my promise for this year, to try and get rid of the dupes.
Hang on, we've only got about 4 months left, and the rest of the year, and all of that.
I have gotten rid of some.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I have gotten. I told you I'm not getting rid of the Smiths, right?
Of course.
The Pixies MoFi, I recently bought it, so I'm still warming up to it. I'm not entirely sure. And probably the 2015 I'll sell.
Hang on, Arnaldo. We've got some advice from Sage Professor Tim at the University of Vinyl. He says, I sold the Doolittle MoFi and kept the US Promo LTD audio file. So,
yes, because originally I think it had a sticker pressed on audiophile vinyl. Tim, that's because you haven't heard the first UK pressing. So,
gauntlet thrown down.
Yeah,
Tim, take that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, Tim. How about that? All right. Well, let's go to Bianco, because I know Bianco, as part of the home remodel, space is at a premium, and obviously, going for a minimalist thing here, and you just talked about the rationalizing, I believe is the term, of your collection. As somebody in that particular element of your fine tuning, trimming the bonsai, how are you viewing bringing in multiples at this stage of the game?
Well, I had certain albums that I just have an affinity to sometimes, that if I see a stray pressing of one that I don't have, curiosity gets the best of me. But I'm moving toward knowing what the GOAT is, or the greatest of all time, and keeping it and selling the rest. So I even have in front of me a pivot table of all my duplicates.
Oh, shit. We got some Excel up in here.
Yes. Yes. So I look at that, and then as I start to thin,
show your Excel pivot table.
Okay, I'll show it. All right, let's get real here. Okay.
Oh no, David's going to show. Listen, you asked for it. You asked for it. Like, this is, kids, hide your eyes. This is white collar torture right here.
It is. Here we go. Share screen. Here we go. All right, Windows.
We need some transition music as we're ready. This is a big build up.
Help on aisle 4. Help on aisle 4.
It didn't show for some.
I'm gonna read some comments. So the Vinyl Dreamscape Sean, he says, I purged the duplicates from my collection a few years ago. It was nice to have some extra cash to buy new stuff or grails I've wanted. It was the right decision for me.
That's right.
I was just kidding about showing it. Seriously, most of us live in Excel.
Hey, no, Chris, you've opened up a CanCare WD.
There it is.
It's actually pivot table. So there are people out there.
Can you share it? Do you see a chance?
Let's see. I bet you I can. Hold up. Boom. There it is.
There we go.
Welcome, pivot table.
So what I did is I brought the artist and the record name together into one field, and then I basically told it to do a count on the rows. So everything over 5 has a flag on it. So my biggies are like, and I know there are some that aren't in here. I can already tell, because I have 13.
You have 11 copies of Dark Side of the Moon.
That is correct.
No, so
If
you
you
put the word
have-
flag near that, David. What does that represent? Does that mean
Anyone
that,
that's 5 or greater, I put a flag
I
for
see?
them
So
to
you use
jump
conditional
out.
formatting. All right, I like formula.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have 8 copies of Chicago 15,
15.
does that mean you have
No.
Chicago
No.
90?
No. Shit. No.
Or no, David's
Nice
instantly
try.
regretting showing this pivot table to anyone other than the immediate friends and family.
Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. So this is part of how you use Discogs to help you rationalize.
Okay, I like it. Thank you,
Wow.
David, for walking us through.
Can you send me that macro?
PowerPoint version.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, I like it. Well, that's a good way. Let's pass the mic. David has hit us with the Excel. I didn't see that one coming. Jason Rojas. I mean, when I think of multiples, I instantly think of you. When is one enough for you, or is there no barrier, no limit?
No, there's no limit. I mean, as David said, I let curiosity just run through me.
Like jumping into Lake Minnetonka, you just let the waters just brush over you. And,
sure. I mean, like, I'm very curious. Like, mostly, like, of course, some people would search for the best sounding copy. I've admitted, like, that probably doesn't exist. I think I've talked about searching for the Congos, Heart of the Congos. Like, I bought so many Jamaican pressings. Do you know that record, Bong? No.
Light of the Concord?
No.
No.
Heart of the Congos. But I kept on buying it and then selling it. And a friend of mine who's like a private dealer, he's like, you keep on selling me this record. What's wrong with this record? And then I had to admit, like, trying to find the best sounding version, and it doesn't exist. So I'll give up. I had enough. But sometimes, again, it's like, I admit it, I'm a bit crazy. Like, that's it. Like, you search for this, like, Fleetwood Mac, right? 1975. You think Mr. Bellman on double 45.
Wait. Is that the 48th anniversary edition?
Psych 47.
Oh my God.
So to answer the people in the chat, yes, Alex and Russell are correct. The Blood and Fire, that 90s reissue for Heart of the Congos, that's the way to go. Don't be paying like over $200 for an original. Don't go there.
You heard it here first. Don't do it.
The thing is, like, I'm just curious, like, and then you think, this bad boy here, this Kevin Gray, the Rhino Hi-Fi, will work its magic. Unfortunately, it didn't work its magic. If you're curious, you can go watch that live shootout that I did with the Groove Seeker.
Now, in fairness, Mr. Bianco also did a shootout. So if you'd like to hear a different take,
yes,
multiple different ears, different gears, right? So different ways to interpret it.
Not just biased against Kevin Gray.
Yeah. I mean, unlike Bianco,
let's face it, you got a reputation that won't end.
No,
I'm okay with that.
Wait a second.
I mean, it's predictable.
I own hundreds of Kevin Gray reissues, and I gave my honest. I don't even like Fleetwood Mac. I give my honest down the middle opinion on it.
Thing is, like those other streams that just talk about it. I don't talk about it. We listen to it, and you can decide for yourself. Enough of this talking about what sounds better. No, just listen to it. Right.
The importance of those records, Jason, is the cocaine. They helped them together for years. That's what's really.
We paid for a lot of cocaine. You're right.
That's right. That's right.
It's
a lot of
cocaine.
Peruvian blow, if you know what I'm saying.
I mean, in this day and age, we don't have to have everyone telling you which one sounds better. You can just decide for yourself.
That's correct.
That's right. This is the golden age of reissues. This is true. I agree with that.
All
right, Bonger, bring us home. As the man who has 48 copies of Steely Dan Asia, when is enough, or do you, or do you just enjoy getting every single pressing of your favorite record?
No, I think more than I sold most of my duplicates like 3-4 years ago. So
you only have onesies, pretty much?
No, I have. The most amount of copies I have, like, I have like 5 titles. I have more than 3, and then everything else, the tops I would have is 2, but I would say like that's it's just I don't know. I don't need that. If I can buy another record with the money I have for one record that I have, like for example, I have like Stooges OGs, which I'm happy to have, but they're like VG plus condition, so I still play the reissues, right? So that's why I have that. But like in experimental music, I was talking with Stunty about it. Is sometimes a record when it goes up in price. If you have $1,000 record, just I'm just gonna sell it and buy a reissue. I don't really think I should do anything else besides that. So I don't know.
There's a misconception that Surface Noise is anti reissue. Far from it.
No, I think most of the times the reason I like reissues is because I can get a clean copy.
Wait.
hold up.
Well, none of the titles you guys buy, but the stuff that I buy.
Get a clean copy from Third Man.
No, everything.
No Sid Barrett. I wanted clean copies.
Well, yeah, but so sometimes I don't know, especially like audiophile. I've said it here before. The last audiophile thing I ever bought was the
White Stripes UHQR for $75. Yes.
But yeah, actually, I sold it. I sold it today. Actually, I sold it today.
Oh, congratulations!
To a guy in Serbia, whatever.
Oh, a Serbian. Oh, that's nice of you.
That's Serbian film. All right. So, anyways, I'm saying that I don't really care anymore to have duplicate of something. So I don't know. It's just I don't see any. I mean, I'll give David props because I know he has like MoFi cassettes, which it's hard to get and stuff like that. And if I see a format that I like, I do have like Bob Dylan cassettes, 8-tracks, vinyl. I do have that, but I don't know if I would consider that duplicates per se because when I'm here at this room, I normally play cassettes. I have.
Hang on. On the John Bong estate, you have a room only for cassettes?
No. So this is where I work. This is my office.
I see.
So I have I have like 5 tape decks, but I also have 2 4-tracks, and I play cassettes here because I normally am checking that every cassette that I make because that's my day job.
Your QC, you listen to everyone before they go out?
Yeah, I play every single one just to see like it levels up and that both stereo outputs are coming through. So so stuff like that. It's a format that I like. So if I see something, and there are formats that you can get most out of it. Even like stuff like I think we'll discuss it here, but Pink Floyd Animals has a solo on the 8-track that's only there on the 8-track. It's not on any other format, not even on CD. So stuff like that. It's just sometimes it's fun. I don't know, and but on vinyl, I don't. I mean, I have like King Gizzard, like the US.
Well, King Gizzard is that's a lot.
But I don't even do that anymore because
I have a question for everybody.
Yes.
I'm sorry, Chris. You still have to say your part, and you too, Chance. Have you ever repurchased a record? Let's say you have a copy of a record that you really love, that you've had for many years. You come across that same edition of that same record. Did you ever buy it again because your original is wearing out, or in fear of having another really good copy on hand? I have.
Sure.
Yeah. Of a few records when I come across.
Embarrassment of riches. Sure. Yeah.
No, I do it especially for ones that are not easy to come by.
One to play, one to stay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Okay. But more fear of, it's, because you played it to death and you want a nice clean copy if you come across it. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's an exception that I think most everyone is going to agree that's okay. But the fact that I don't know, like anything that's very popular, I wouldn't justify owning more than one copy of it.
So you're not getting the Sabrina Carpenter 1 year anniversary or the Chapel Roan 1.5 year anniversary?
No.
Okay.
No, but you know what? Like I've said before, I think that younger people buying physical media is great. I don't mind whatever they buy.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for that. I the only thing that I would say about that is that they sort of do only go in their lane. They really don't want to buy anything else, you know.
Yeah,
Just-
but that's young people though.
But
Young
I was
people-
like that too. I was only buying
Yeah,
Kiss.
I was gonna say the same thing. I only listen to like the five.
Well, Arnaldo, yeah, but most Swifties now are like 44, so it's
Well,
not like
listen, they're trying to fix that with all the variants. They want you to own multiple.
most Sabrina Carpenter.
Groove Seeker, bring us home on this topic. I know that you cannot get enough Fish recordings, and so you get the DAC, the PAC, the MIAC, the vinyl, the WAC.
No.
Is there a version that you just won't get? No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, you have multiples. Like how do you decide when one is enough on a title or an artist, or does it you just don't even care?
Well, it's a combination of like what you guys are all saying. Like it's the chase for the best sounding. Definitely looking for clean copies. All of that. Collecting, not so much. It's more for play factor. But I will say this: I deduped my collection about 4 years ago, and I regret it.
Why?
Because I now that I'm at a different like listening stage or like curiosity about things. Like I want to go back and just hear the difference in the mixes, difference in the versions, and it just really pained me that I sold a lot of my duplicates.
That gambling habit really got you, Chris. I'm sorry to hear about it.
How did you dedupe? Was it just I'm just gonna? Did you listen to at least the extras?
Yeah, I went by like cleanliness and what I thought sounded best. You know, if something I didn't like the way something sounded, I deduped it. But I also like having multiples to give to people. You know, like a friend comes over, like I don't have that record, or my daughter or my niece or whatever. Like I want to give them something, so I kind of regret not having that in the stash as well.
Do you own the Lion King on picture disc?
I don't own any picture discs now.
Whoa, what's wrong with a picture disc? Tells a story in audio and visual form.
I don't think there's any titles that I like on picture disc. I could be wrong.
You don't have that Jimi Hendrix Christmas bullshit they released on Record Day.
I don't own any Christmas albums. No.
Wow, Groove Seeker.
You don't own any Christmas records? What is this shit?
Grinch Seeker. Grinch
Seeker, everybody. Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I would have thought you'd had Wham at least.
I grew up Catholic, then worked retail when I was a kid. So you really think I want to hear Christmas music?
I grew up Jewish, and I love fucking Sinatra singing whatever the fuck he's singing.
Oh my god!
I do have an Elmo and Patsy cassette. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer, of course.
Oh yeah, that's classic.
That's a great.
You don't have Run DMC Christmas and Hollis? Come on.
Not. I mean, I could stream it if I need to.
Oh no, Jason, you're rubbing off on this guy. We're gonna lose. He's literally next time we see him, all those shows are gonna be empty, and it's just gonna be blank space like Bianco's.
Wait, you don't own any Christmas record, but you probably own that whatever football shuffle record that Chance shows every.
You got the Super Bowl shuffle.
No. You probably own
that,
right, Chris?
To Dead Bob, the one Dylan album I don't own is the Christmas album.
But would you procure the Christmas album? Or
wait, that's an amazing record. Chris.
Even the Ella Sings Christmas, whatever that's called. You don't have it? It's a jazz record.
Oh no,
Chris, you don't have
Bob
Dylan with the crazy hat doing.
Not even Charlie Brown Christmas.
No.
Oh my god.
Jackson 5 Christmas.
Oh my god.
No.
The Beatles.
My wife has the Mariah Carey.
You don't have the Pokes.
Oh, does she have the MoFi Mariah Carey? That was a
No.
Oh, look, listen, right on cue, Chasing Records. Did anyone here buy the MoFi Mariah Carey? I'm gonna venture this many. Anyone? Okay, fair enough.
I will say that, like Mariah Carey said, E equals MC squared.
Oh, listen, that's just straight science, Bonger. We don't
She
want
did said
to.
it.
Listen, we're bleeding viewers. The Westman program's begun. We're holding firm, but we bring science into this.
Is Matthew already up on the the panel over there?
I don't know. I haven't.
They're
checked
not
it.
letting anybody up.
No, yeah. This is it's intimate. It's intimate over there. I'm sure.
For real, David, you look blurry as fuck. You look like that effect on season 3 of Twin Peaks when the it's just like mashed, like looking like this. They're like flying away. It's very
No one knows that one, Bonger.
You don't know season 3 of Twin Peaks?
No. I'm so reeling that Chris doesn't have any Christmas albums. Like BCLT.
Twin Peaks, that's a restaurant. That's a restaurant.
It's not happening.
I didn't know that Twin Peaks the restaurant. It's just like Hooters, well, with like more appeal because it has like walls to cover.
Well,
your
on that
shoulder.
note, when we bring up Twin Peaks and Hooters, support local. I think it's a good way to pause or at least wrap up podcast proper. I want to blame the Beatles again for strong-arming more of our time. We had these topics flushed out. We'll probably have to bring some of them back. I'm sorry, guys. I know you did the homework. Maybe we'll crack open the songwriter one. I think that one's a fun one. In the freestyle. Sorry, Tom. We're going to call that one leftovers. You know, like when you go out to eat or you have a nice meal at home and then you eat the leftovers the next day. That's what the freestyle sometimes will bring to the table. I want to thank my guests. The man who has 0 Christmas albums. We're going to work on that. Groove Seeker. Thank you for joining us. Question mark.
I like Christmas. I just don't listen to the music.
The Bob Dylan one.
Actually, I think Christmas albums are cash grabs. Actually.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Not capitalism around the holiday.
You don't have the Bob Dylan Christmas. There you go.
Robert
It's
Zimmerman.
I don't have. It's only Dylan record I don't have.
You got to come to my crib with baby Jesus.
Here comes
and then obviously the man who invented Christmas himself, Jesus Bong. Thanks for joining us.
Very weird undertone on that joke.
Jesus.
But all right.
And then the man with more multiples than enemies in the vinyl community, it is Jason Rojas. Jason, always a pleasure.
Thanks for having me on, Concert Buddy. You know, just
Mr. Bianco in the middle of a remodel. Check out his Beatles video. He goes into it way more detail than we did. I'm sure I watched it a little bit before we started. So, David, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Chance.
And then the highest paid member of the Surface Noise Dais, soon to be leaving us to go to the Westman program and spam up their chat. Arnaldo Fidelius _frequency. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for staying within the confines of our contractual obligation in terms of minutes, because you know he pays extra if he has me on longer.
Yeah, listen, we're on limited budget. We run a tight ship here. And ever since Arnaldo's contract negotiations, I've got to be hypersensitive to keeping us on pace. So,
but we didn't hear your take on the dupes, on the multiples, Chance.
Running out of time. Listen, you have to be a giver sometimes, and I gave it all to the dais.
Can I say that I didn't understand today's task? So I thought you were asking us when one is enough, as in like you only own one record of one band.
So that was the other part of the assignment. It was a.
I didn't daydream it. All right.
Yes. No. If the email today, I carved it out. The beginning email beginning of the week. Yes. Email today carved it a little bit differently. So we'll come back to that one, or maybe we'll see how the freestyle kind of goes. The Beatles ruin everything. Let's face it.
Wait, Concert Buddy, are you getting ready to buy Anthology 5 in 2035?
Guys, I hate to tell you this.
How do you know this?
The pre-order is in. I took my longest running credit card to make sure that there would be no snafus, but Anthology 5 in 2035, it's coming home with me.
You know, the chat is going crazy with this Chris nonsense with no owning no.
I mean, some heel turns are slow, and this is going to be a slow burn. I think this is going to be.
The Bob Dylan one is. Well, you probably own one. I have one. You own.
Even I have the Bob Dylan Christmas one.
I have one you own at least one track. You do own Tom Waits. A Christmas card. What is it?
Yeah.
The hooker.
I understand. Yeah, there's Christmas songs probably mixed into my
Christmas Car from a Hooker in
And
Minneapolis.
I'm Steamroller.
I mean, the soundtrack to Home Alone. I mean, what is a soundtrack? Do you have any? I mean, wow,
no.
incredible.
No.
But you do own that Tom Waits, right?
Yeah. But I mean, it's not a Christmas album.
Well, you probably own like worth of because Johnny Mitchell's River, I think it's a Christmas album. The song was
Christmas song.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not a
The song.
It was
the song.
adopted to be a Christmas.
Yeah, I know.
Next thing you're gonna tell me that Green Sleeves is a Christmas song too, so I own that.
The Grimace song.
We're not. Oh no, I'm looking at the Westman chat. We've lost so many. We lost Mazzy, but he did throw a dono, so I'm gonna forgive him.
Is Wyoming Dave already saying, "Hey,
Wyoming Dave, we might have lost Wyoming Dave. Man, it's just
I'm on
bloodbath.
both. That's what I'm doing. I'm on both.
David, I already figured you were watching that. Do you have closed captioning on? For this?
Oh no, they don't do that live.
Can I show my record to lose every street cred that I own?
Well, Bonger, might as well. That's what the freestyle is all about. Show us what you're working with. As Mystical, the famous rapper Mystical said, "Show me what you're working with."
All right. I mean, I own this record. I like this record. I don't own any other record by this band, but I think as far as UK pop goes, it's pretty okay.
You're gonna hold up a Coldplay record.
Yes, it is. Yes,
I knew it.
Yes.
Wow,
It's the parachutes.
That's a good
Things
record.
come in small packages, I believe, is the expression.
It's kind of a Christmas record, right? It's got like a.
It's sort of is,
parachutes,
yeah.
absolutely.
If your gift is not paying your children's money, your wife, Coldplay.
Hang on, Chris Martin is a deadbeat dad. Is this new
Yes.
information?
Yes.
Oh, come on, she's got more money than he.
I think
Maybe
the
not.
record's pretty nice. It also proves my point that Brian Eno as a producer sucks ass because when he did his thing, it became so poppy that it just straight up didn't any appeal me. But
Hang on, hold up. This is new information to me. Kevin, me, myself, and my vinyl says Coldplay is getting sued by that dude. Is this the infamous
cheater.
executive, the cheater?
Yeah, I guess.
So he's suing Coldplay? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, only in America. It's got to be unbelievable.
You got to have some stones, to do that.
Well, yeah. Well, he's
No, but I think it's I don't call it a masterpiece, but it's a nice record.
It's a good album. And is that the European first? Because Arnaldo and I, at WFMU, we were looking at an original with the concave.
No, I don't know which copy.
It's just a repress.
I bought this like 2008 or something like that.
Okay, well, or early reissue, let's call it.
Yeah, I bought it when I was a kid, I guess. Yeah, 13.
Well, I'm glad to see you're listening to good music finally, John. That's good. Congratulations.
I think
that one.
I think A Rush of Blood to the Head is a better album.
No.
It's different. It's
very different. This has more to do with Radiohead's The Bends than the other one, in the sense of poppy UK.
Big to differ.
I think Rush of Blood to the Head is more poppy than that first record for sure.
No, but in the same like UK veiny thing. The other one is more.
Hang on, did you just say veiny?
Yes, the vein.
Yeah, but
is that a new term we're bringing into the descriptive lexicon of music consumption? Veiny.
This sounds more like bluer.
Yeah,
it's yellow. It's not
universal. Like
yellow.
I skipped that song.
It's yellow.
Mark Boyd says digging Coldplay is the ultimate contrarian / troll move. So Bonger,
I don't dig Coldplay. I just like that one. I thought that was the assignment for today. I own that one. I have a soft spot for when I was, like 13 to like 17 indie like that. So there's another band that I've showed on multiple streams. It's called No on the Whale. They have a record called what is it? The first day of whatever. And I like that one a lot.
First day of Christmas.
First day of Christmas.
Jose, I'm very surprised because I would have thought you would have enjoyed Coldplay's "Livin' La Vida Loco" or "Death and All His Friends."
There was too much going on in that shit.
Because there's that song "She Bongs." Remember that one? What a hit!
No, you know what? I would say like X and Y. That's like the only the last.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, Fix You.
When I bought that, so that's Coldplay fans are kids, basically.
Hey, I just want to point out, Tom, High Rant District, this is what the freestyle is all about. I bet you didn't have Coldplay talk on your Surface Noise bingo card tonight. So,
yeah.
Boom.
Market 8, dude.
Timestamp that. Now, hang on. We've got this is a real tough one. Matthew
all right,
Petty
that's
says,
just
Coldplay
stupid.
is better than Oasis. That's a troll move.
Could be.
Get out of here.
That's some trolling.
You don't mean that.
That's some trolling.
You don't mean that.
I sincerely
my
only
daughter
like,
would say.
I sincerely only like 4 Oasis songs.
In favor of Coldplay, you don't have to reunite to fill a stadium.
Because money.
Oh.
Because what were the two brothers selling out? Like 2,000 seater places, theaters?
Bingo halls,
Hold on, Arnaldo.
Bud Light sponsored events.
If Chris
where,
Martin made a solo album, you think he's selling out the Garden? Come on.
Hey, speaking of the Garden, can I
I just read today that Coldplay on this tour have sold 12 million tickets.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no Coldplay hate at all. Like I get it. But.
Can I want to deviate real quickly. You brought up MSG real quick, Groove Seeker. Haim, do you know the Haim sisters?
Yeah.
Yes.
Haim.
They're performing Madison Square Garden. What am I missing? They're that big? Like I know they've got a following.
Well, Chance, they have a little friend called Taylor Swift.
I understand that, but she's not performing at Madison Square Garden.
No, but they were big.
Haim says, and I love Estee Haim. Estee, chef's kiss. The best facials, amazing. She's a great performer. However, I saw that on the tour. Of course, they skipped St. Louis because St. Louis, but I saw Madison Square Garden. And I know, do they have a smaller, like the club and MSG kind of arrangement?
They have a theater, but is it one
Are they
night?
at the theater or
It's one night. It said Madison Square Garden. That's all it said on the tour.
It's the main one.
Yeah,
right.
So the true test of the Garden, in my opinion, Arnaldo, you would. I'm curious to hear your take on this. It's only 20,000 people.
Yeah.
And the real test of
depends,
MSG,
depending on the stage, it could be like 18 or
18.
I saw
Yeah.
Modest Mouse at Madison
19.
Square Garden.
yeah, and the true test of MSG fame is if you do more than one night. Like anybody, I think anybody. Time is big enough to do one night at MSG. Well, are they selling behind the stage? That's another factor. So, it's not unreasonable.
Yeah, guys here. I mean, sorry, I'm not trying to rip on the Haim sisters here, but I'm just blown away by this. Haim.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna make this bigger because
like
Oh my gosh, that's their poster.
yeah, this is the I Quit tour.
No.
So I mean, they're
what
playing.
other venues are they playing? Make it a
So-
little bit.
United Center.
United Center in
Center's probably bigger
Chicago.
That's probably bigger than the Garden.
Yeah,
they're playing
Moody
Moody
Center down by you, Jason, in Austin. The Kia Forum, so in LA. So that's where the Lakers used to play.
Well, they're playing at the O2 Arena, which is bigger.
Yeah, the O2 in London. I mean, so like some venues are. Man.
Yeah, they're. I always thought they were pretty big. I don't know. I didn't know.
Okay.
The other thing about MSG too, Chance, is that it's such a tourist magnet. It's such a tourist magnet. Not even like like international tourism. Like if you're in the city, you just go catch a show at MSG. So, I mean,
I will say that I like them. They're very fucking cringy, like themselves, which is a nice touch.
Cringy.
Yeah, very cringy. You never seen her like their interviews and stuff like that. They're very cringy. I still like them. I
Have you seen them live before?
I have.
Okay.
That first album was A+. Enjoy it, and even the second album to a lesser extent.
The new album is
Women in Music.
Yeah, the new album's pretty good. They actually sample
I think the first song on the album just blew me away.
it's about breakups and stuff. It's a
the
very
opening song was fantastic.
they have a couple.
Yeah.
They actually sampled. They sampled U2's what's that song from Zooropa? Numb. So they sample some of that in one of the songs, and there was another one I forget off the top of my head. But yeah. So anyway, I Chris brought up Madison Square Garden. I saw that. I thought I was missing something. Good for them. More power to them. I like their stuff. I have all the records, full transparency. But yeah. Anyway,
Wet Leg, they have nothing in common with.
Yeah, anybody get the Wet Leg record? I haven't really dove in on this one yet. Yeah, what do we think about the new Wet Leg record?
I think it's better than the first one.
Okay.
You do? I was, you know what? I had that thought. I just don't think it has the singles.
Side note, they're
Doesn't
not
have the
talking about
singles.
Wet Leg on the Westman show. I just want to point that out. We are
Yeah.
talking about contemporary music. Thank you. Back to you. Back to you, Steve.
I think it's. I want to say it's like an album. It's better, but to me, it doesn't. Like the first album had a couple of singles that were just that like blew my head off. But it's good.
I think the Wet Leg album, the second one, is better than the Haim record.
The Haim.
If you're gonna sample U2, Numb, don't do it. Just don't do it.
So Arnaldo's showing the new Wet Leg. There's actually a cover variant. I did see that. Do you have both? Oh, look at that.
Oh, you did get this?
Oh,
Is
no.
Is that the one from the
Is
UK?
that the pre-cum? Is that the pre-cum edition? That's something else.
Damn.
What the?
Wow.
How does it sound?
Has anyone tried to open it up?
Oh my God, that is incredible! Look at that thing. That's hide
That's
the
the
children.
play copy?
Hide the children. Yeah, that's the play copy.
Holy shit!
Wow. I'm sorry for the folks at home
I
listening.
wonder it's
to
called
this.
Wet Leg.
Yeah, this is. I think this is an homage to their name. It looks like Elmer's Glue. It's an album
That's
that
not what it
has.
looks like to me.
Well, I know.
So,
I'm trying to
what
clean it up.
happens if you freeze it?
Oh no. Do you have the hype sticker, Arnaldo? I'd be curious what the technical term for that execution is.
No, there's no hype sticker. They send it unsealed. Yeah, no, there's no hype sticker. There was a what do you call it?
It's a liquid UHQR.
Arnaldo, is that the UHQR? Tom wants to know.
Oh, but I have to say, it sounds
Uncured.
phenomenal.
It does.
It sounds phenomenal.
Wow.
You would
So you
think
think
that
it's-
stuff moving in there would affect the sound.
Sounds phenomenal.
So you think it's better than their first?
Yes.
But doesn't it lack the singles to you? It's a better album. No.
I don't know. I think it's better than their first.
This is going to be the thumbnail for the show. Richard's comic here.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Are you guys mesmerized?
I mean, it's impressive. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's impressive. I can't deny it.
Was that a website exclusive? What's the story behind
It was
that?
the Blood Records exclusive.
Blood Records. They do some fun stuff.
And I missed out on the Chapel Roan. There's hair in the Chapel Roan one.
Oh my! It's like a crime scene. What is going on?
It's
like, you got a Law and Order drop.
Next, it's going to be the DNA edition next time. The DNA.
I just feel like if you have a sharp needle and it gets into the record,
10
they need to
minutes
put a warning, right?
I clicked on it, it was gone.
There's going to be a band called 23andMe that does that. You watch.
Mark Boyd says, "Gee, why aren't there more women in the VC?" Question mark. Well, probably we're showing our oats. I think this is.
what is that fucking rattling?
Yeah. Whose turn is somebody DJing? There's some turntable. Oh, it's David. Okay.
Not me. No, it's not me. I'm doing
Is
a
it
thing.
feedback from the Westman stream?
I think it's I think with feedback from the Westman. Who is watching? Come on. Who's the biggest Chris Bellman fan on the panel? It's okay. Show of hands.
Try reading this. This is like
That's the insert. That's the lyrics. It looks like a.
reading that.
Oh no! Is that highlighter yellow?
Yeah, it's yellow on this. I don't know, this light gray. It's really hard to read.
Kevin Gray.
Hey, good news! Breaking news: CSI Arnaldo debuts this fall, only on the WB. Thanks, Tom.
We found hair on this guy's records collection.
Wow, I thought the Heim thing was.
Look at the inside. It's pink.
Oh, hey, what you?
Oh, we got kids watching. Kids watching. Hey.
Wait, does that count? I think that counts.
No, I didn't say anything. I flipped the
No,
bird.
you signaled it.
The bong card.
Maybe.
The bong card is it is all telling. Okay, well, interesting. I'm just curious, Arnaldo, have you checked the secondary market on the wet leg record you just showed? I'm just curious what that may cover.
No, because I mean, it just came out a few weeks ago, but
That's what I mean. I mean, that's a pretty interesting execution. I would wonder if that's coveted or if it's available.
That's the moisturizer filled edition, right?
That's right. Yes, Joel was here. He said that's Joel's bringing it back. He says they call it the quote moisturizer filled version. So
that's right.
David's got 3 in his cart right now. It looks like he's about to convert the transaction.
Well, you got to see here what they say. What happens if you shake it?
Wow.
So it's currently going for a little over $100.
Okay,
$120.
That's not.
130. Yeah.
Sell it.
No.
What happens if the liquid just vanishes, like it evaporates?
Well, here's an interesting thing. A friend told me that, I mean, I don't know if it'll happen on this one because it's already kind of like white clear, but the ones that are color cleared after a year or two, the color may go away and may fade and just turn transparent, but we'll see.
Interesting.
I do have to bring up while we're talking about contemporary music, which the other live streams won't touch. I'm just saying. What's that?
Or any bad feedback at all. Remember.
As predicted, we heard the story last week of me waiting over an hour in a queue to get the Taylor Swift record. And like a big dummy, now they've released multiple variants. I think every day they announce 2 more.
They told you.
I know, and I should have known better, but I get caught up in it.
And they're all sold out.
All 4 variants.
They're all sold out.
Through the roof. So they know what they're doing. That the Beatles team is clearly drafting off of the marketing acumen of what Taylor Swift people are doing.
My guess is there's going to be more variants.
Well, I saw a comment. They said, can we push it to 20 variants? That's Billie Eilish territory and Red Hot Chili Peppers territory. I don't know if they can set the star that high, but I wouldn't put it past them.
You know, I got to say this generally. It is unbelievable to me that there are so many of these projects going on, whether it's the Beatles, the Mono, Taylor, whoever, that this shit isn't leaking out all over the place ahead of time.
That's a good point.
It is unbelievable to me. It's like these people need to work for the frickin' NSA. It's unbelievable to me.
Do you think it's because it's literally, I mean, they're pretty tight with the you lose your job kind of thing, like it's a job security or?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, or is it there's not that voice? There's not like deep throat. There's not that go-to that's breaking. Like I'm sure Michael Fremer thinks he's that person in the vinyl world, but no one's going with scoopage with the scoops like Jake Glazer in NFL, right? So maybe there's not that person in the vinyl world. I don't know.
Yeah, Esposito's busy, yeah.
There's no more music journalists. That's why.
Hey, there's no more journalism. Period.
Yeah.
I heard the Epstein files are actually kept at a pressing plant. That's why we can't get our hands on it. It's crazy.
At Optimal is that Optimal?
There's
the next Vinyl Me Please release.
Oh, can we touch that one for a second? Since I think it's a sure thing, we're not going to get Vinyl Me Please people on this presentation. The more and more I'm reading this, and did you guys see like the terrorist letter that the Nick Alt guy put out?
I might as well just write it in Comic Sans Serif. What the hell was that?
Yeah, Dan Gilbert can give you some pointers on that.
Holy crap.
I just don't know what to think what's going on there. Like I get they have a lot, they're moving inventories, like noted. But that didn't stop them. David knows this. That didn't stop them from still converting new customers or renewals or
charging people. It's like business as usual.
Right, business as usual. And
it's
then
a one-ended transaction.
Website now, right?
It's a one-ended.
The website's done. They finally took down the website, but the only response is this like timeline on like what I would call, like I said, a terrorist letter, and it says like the Emily who I traded emails with about getting her involved, and whatever. That's another story for another day. But I guess her computer crashed and they moved inventory. Noted on all those things. But like you've got people who are, organizing for class action lawsuits because you are literally taking their money and there's no way or no body for them to contact saying, hey, don't charge me, or hey, you charged me on a renewal for a service that hasn't shipped me records in 7 months. I mean, how does this happen? Arnaldo, you are like the biggest Vinyl Me Please defender I've known.
I was out. I was out.
I just don't know what's going on.
Like months before.
And your only response is that weird letter? Like, guys.
So the curious part is they took down the website. How is any active member going to be able to monitor, like, where did the history go of the orders? Or if the active members had credits, where did all that stuff go?
Great questions.
Well, I can tell you where mine is. Mine's in the participation in the bankruptcy petition as an unsecured creditor that I filled out. So I have all that saved because I was like, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Yeah,
and then I read, when you read that letter, like, oh, we shipped 10 metric tons of vinyl, we're going to catch up. I'm like, can you imagine the QC issues that are just going to be apparent?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be like a potato chip bowl every time you get a record from them. I'm sure.
Yeah, the next one's going to say, we're going to start our own pressing plant. That's coming.
Yeah.
I think the best thing they could have actually done is just buy the company, close the website immediately, and then just like
that should have been one of the first 5 things they did.
And they needed to shut down the transactions, the credit. God.
Yeah, because it was like at least like 4 or 5 months, right? Of the website was still up. You could buy stuff. And
you could finish a transaction, but there obviously wasn't any mobilization or execution of fulfillment.
They made Bitcoin look good. Criminy sakes.
I wonder if they're going to keep the name because it's such a tarnished brand. I don't know anybody that's defending them anymore. Not even certain channels in the VC that were like.
Well, you know what they'll do, Chris. You know what they're going to do? They're just going to shorten it to VMP. They'll no longer acknowledge Vinyl Me Please. They'll just say VMP 2.0 or something like that, and then that'll be their way of trying a rebrand. But to your point, the stigma, the negative stank on the brand as a whole. What loyalty that they still had at the close of the first VMP 1.0 and then the taking over of this. Good Lord. Like if anyone is believing this is a successful enterprise, I got some land to sell you.
What happened to that guy that used to like every single day announce the Vinyl Me Please get 10 records free? You remember that guy? The VC?
The Vinyl Me Please VC guy?
There was a guy that was like every single video was about how he got 10.
His name was Arnaldo. Yes.
No. Referring to Rocco.
Oh yeah.
I used to work for Columbia House. I remember
Rocco,
him.
pieces of vinyl.
Decoy brings up a good point. It's like most times you can't close down a website with sales because you need customer service. Everybody was let go.
Right.
It was an AI bot responding to you for like even when people were employed there. So
Richard's got a good idea. The new branding name is Vinyl Me Not. Probably it's
given all their problems, and then when these two people took it over and bought the assets, when they did the PR in Esquire, I was like, oh, this is a bad sign. Like of all the publications,
it was a splashy way to announce it. Yeah, but
what the hell?
Yeah, because immediately they should have like put a banner just like work in progress or whatever, right, on the website.
Yeah,
right.
Don't mind our mess. One of those kind of things. Yeah.
Dolomite pardon. Huh?
Rationalization.
Well, the good news is that soon enough, all those Sam Hunt records will be available not only at your local stores, but apparently on vmp.com, not vinylmeplease.com, vmp.com. But yeah, I think that ship has sailed. I reached out to Emily. Bianco knows this. She is actually local to me, and it wasn't hard to find where, to contact her. And she was very receptive and said, yes, would love to, when things settle down, to come on and make right by the community. We want to make right by the vinyl community, direct quote. And I followed up a couple times to say, hey, still interested in coming on, and crickets. So I'm not going to be rude about it, but it's not a good sign. Now, it looks like your computer crashed, but
share my screen, Chance. I want that is what happens when you type in vmp.com right now.
Oh, so you went to the URL and it's something called telepathy.
It's redirected to that.
Wow. So telepathy,
somebody owns that domain.
Yeah, it says powering successful brands, more than 25 years. Telepathy has provided compelling, memorable identities to companies across the globe who are shaping our tomorrow. Telepathy offers a curated collection of resonant domain names with strong
so
brand.
They're going to be going to this company to get a new domain name.
Wow. Oh, wow. So they lost. Do you think they lost the domain? Oh, my God.
I do.
I see. I have their website up. It says September 2025, the Best Damn Record Club returns.
VMP.com?
Oh, vinylmeplease.com.
Okay, well, Chance was saying they're going to change it.
Yeah. So they probably don't.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
But they used, their main URL was vinylmeplease.com, full word.
Right. I'm just saying, if they thought they were going to get that one, that ship
it's already taken. Yeah, I got it. I'm picking up what you're putting.
I have a question for the Steam panel. I've already lost a lot of respect on the Christmas thing, but would you lose more respect for me as a friend and a person which one would you lose more respect for me on? If I bought the Beatles anthology or I reunited with VMP? Which one would
that's a tough one.
The Beatles for sure.
The Beatles I could understand. I think the VMP is the pariah.
No, you know what? Like, give me one record you would buy if Vinyl Me Please September whatever they say, hey, here's a record that you might like. It's Creed or whatever. What you?
I want my Fela box. I want my Fela Kuti box that I ordered.
Oh, I think Chris, as they say, that ship has sailed. I think that one's for the liars. The liars.
Well, Concert Buddy, you did see that video, right? The promo video that they released, right, on YouTube.
We forgive you for the Beatles.
Like they were they had a lift and they were moving pallets of records.
Oh, hang on. No, I didn't. Let me find it.
You did not see that. I was going to send it to you, and it was like.
Do you have it? Oh, yeah. Okay, hang on. I'll find it.
I thought it was, but that was that's the stock they bought, right?
Yeah, it's the
that's
inventory.
That's all the Dolly Parton, the Dolly Parton back stock.
Yeah, they needed a double wide fork for that one. But,
all the Barbie soundtrack.
The super deluxe Barbie.
Let me find this. Yeah, I'm assuming
you did not.
No, Jason, if you
I'll send it to you. Hold on.
Send it to me in the private chat. Yeah, we'll throw that up there because we are the show of record talking about records, and since our friends don't want to come on here, I will say the Vinyl Den Nick, who has also not made contact with me, he did a video where he was pretty ruthless, and ruthless in an appropriate way because he's just like, people getting ripped off is wrong, and talking about some kind of what we're talking about, the fact that they were still billing people for renewals, and there was no recourse or no one to communicate with, and so good for you, Nick. I know. All right, here we go. We're gonna go.
You should show this. This is
all right. Oh
rough.
Goodness. Let me get through the commercial real quick because. Oh no, hang on. Is this the actual? This is the actual thing. This isn't a commercial. It looks like a commercial.
This is it's like a commercial. It's not great,
guys. This is. Hey, hit that like button or that dislike button because Westman ain't doing this. I assure you. That this is not happening. Let me go.
Westman, meanwhile, he's asking the soft questions over there. Like,
what's your favorite color?
So when you were a kid, what type of toys did you collect?
No, come on. Steve's a good guy. All right, let's go. Present, share screen. Wow, this is impressive. Let me make this full screen real quick. All right, hold on to your butts, as they like to say. Let's make sure we got audio. All right,
this is tough.
In 3, 2, 1.
So Arnaldo, are you feeling it? Are you feeling the seam splits?
They are so slow.
This is a hernia, dislocated hernia advertisement.
I'm sending that to OSHA.
That's like as many records that I own in that pile. valid.
Man, that record's warped.
I mean,
I wait. Can we
That's
appreciate
child
how?
labor right there.
Can we appreciate it? How what the suggested videos for a chance was just the Undertaker interview.
Put a comment on there that says, "Get the fork out of here."
yeah.
Hey,
well,
They should have just threw the box at each other, right? Like, hey, got it? Yeah.
I think I caught a glimpse of one of the tags on the box. I think it said Fela.
the one where she took the pallet jack and rammed it into another skid. Yeah, that was it.
You're Arnaldo.
Can you imagine if they did a Christmas box set?
Oh,
Get your Fela Kuti box.
I'm trying to. I know who they owe money to from a supply perspective, which I can't. I'm trying to find public information on that, but the bankruptcy petition doesn't have it. It was just strange, so I'm not really sure. Because Tom asked a good question. With the history of not paying suppliers, what label would work with them? If they're just paying them for licensing, I don't think there's anything to be concerned about.
If they already
providing physical
for the
goods.
production,
well, they would be more the pressing plant end, right? Like they can work on the licensing, but in terms of like they're owing people for units,
Making jackets, the whole 9 yards.
Right,
all
they're,
that.
they're not paying manufacturers. That's a
And I'm sure it's a lot of service
Then it comes
based
back
stuff
to the
that
same
they owe
thing.
them.
Where are they going to press the records if no one really believes in them, right?
GZ is going to stand by.
no.
What people don't understand though, if a company files, oftentimes a supplier sticks with them to be there on the back end when they do emerge, so they can rake them over the coals. So I'm sure GZ is going to pick something up.
Or like David suggested, maybe they're buying the record plant.
Never know.
Maybe.
stranger things have happened. United Pressing in Nashville, look out.
Oh,
BMP's coming for you.
You know,
Rainbow.
VMP did the smartest thing on that video. No comments, nothing.
Oh, is it?
Oh, really?
Right.
Oh, weak. That's so soft.
You would have Groove
Gee,
Seeker
I
would
wonder
have
why they did that.
Groove Seeker's comment. Hey, where's my fella box? Right.
Come on. No, I don't even know. I don't follow them. I didn't even know the video was out.
So yeah, this says the Best Damn Record Club returns in September. So is that September 1st? Is it September 21st? Is it
30th?
30th? Just under the cutoff.
I will say that I think
Name of the channel.
The channel is literally VMP. They have 14.1 thousand subscribers. I would subscribe, but
And they do nothing.
well, here let's see what
2,000
else is on.
subscribers and they do nothing.
Well,
I
no,
got it all
they
wrong.
apparently no. Actually, here, Arnaldo, I'm gonna put this up. It looks like they've assumed at least control of the channel because these look like all their preview videos from records of the month. Hang on, I'm gonna go back. We're going back to Vinyl Me Please. Yeah, so all the content it looks like is all those like spinning on Crosley videos with like I'm sorry, U-turn turntables, which are their step up. They are, but I mean it's all the promotional stuff that somebody did in a broom closet with a broken lamp. It's
You know what's crazy? I subscribed to them. I've never knew they had a YouTube channel.
They have one. They just
sounds
never
like
had a
bullshit.
guy. Mazzy and I tried to apply for that job position.
Oh, hang on. They have this video, a new chapter for Vinyl Me Please with a cassette.
Mm.
Should we play this one, guys? Is this worth
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, hang on. Let me make sure this. Oh, it's
This one's
small.
for-
No,
this
it's 5
one's for-
minutes.
This
New
this is
chapter for
Jose.
VMP, AMA summary. Nick Alt and Emily Mahebarak.
So this is they did an
Mahebarak.
So I'm going to set the table. This is why I instantly thought they did not ever get back to me is because they did their own AMA. I don't know, was it through Discord? I forget the medium they did this through, but
I think it was like private Discord. They were like, "Hey, what's your VMP? What's your favorite color?"
So we'll play a little of this because I'm sure they would love to.
Chance,
start
before
with
you
it.
hit play, did they take the comments and just use AI to like summarize the transcript? Is that what this
This is a good question, Groove Seeker. Let me see. Here it says in this. Yeah, there's more wrestling for everyone looking. In this AMA recap, we break down exactly what happened with Vinyl Me Please, why orders stalled, what we inherited as the new owners, and how we've been working all summer to make things right. This straight shooting update covers, now keep in mind, this is June 26th, so the summer was relatively early in its stage. I'm not good at calendars. I go to other YouTube channels for calendars, but
that's wild. So it was in June, but now they posted the summary a couple days ago.
Yeah. Good call, Rojas. August 18th. Look at that. Yeah, where's that? Where's that showed? Law and Order. I need that drop. I'm gonna make a note. Law and Order drop. Nice. This straight shooting update covers why Vinyl Me Please went into insolvency, the 120,000 unfulfilled orders we're tackling, 3 of which belong to the Gringe Seeker, how current subscribers won't be billed until record shipped. I don't know if that happened. And what to expect in the coming months. So again, keep in mind, this was from June, and to Jason's point, almost 2 months later, this was shared on the YouTube page. So 11 likes. Congratulations, 11 likes. I'll play a little.
2,000 RSVPs to the VMP AMA. They explain that VMP entered insolvency in April, which...
I'm sorry, I'm not going to. You know why? Because that is just like some bad AI reading a script.
Yep.
And I'm not even going to, it's not even worth the squeeze.
No respect for that.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat if you want to check it out, but I don't want to champion this kind of nonsense, to be honest with you. So it's out there that they're back. like chlamydia, they're back.
Fake as ever.
like chlamydia.
It sounds like a social disease. What are you talking about?
It could be. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Do you think Westman is right now saying chlamydia?
There's no doubt. When I think of chlamydia, no, I'm just kidding.
No, they're asking questions like, do the master tapes really lose sound quality with age? That's the latest question.
I'm more pissed about VMP because there's 120,000 orders. They're just rubbing it in my face because those are all mine.
Well, most of them. I mean,
I will say that the only thing that could have saved Vinyl Me Please at one point was another Chalino record, but they didn't. So.
No, you know what it would have saved them? Mazzy and I were like the new, figureheads of VMP.
Yeah, AI cowboy. Yeah, I mean, like, can't you put your own voice to it? Like, I'm gonna be a little rough.
Make it personable.
Right. That's the whole idea. Is like
a spokesperson,
right,
to read the script,
or put a record instead of a cassette.
VMP, if you're watching Surface Noise, just call.
Yeah, what's up with the cassette?
I know, Vital.
Hey, they got MoFi's PR company at a discounted rate.
That's right. Jim Davis on line 1 with a PR resolution. Here you go. Wow. I mean,
did you guys see the video he did or the interview he did about a month ago?
I did not. So Jim Davis actually had a microphone in front of him and spoke?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
3 years later.
I did a rant video on it and hadn't released it yet because I'm so mad about it.
See, David, this is Surface Noise. We have the takes, and some never see the
I'm gonna do a live stream in this spot next week, and I'll do that. I'll put
again, no show next week. Bianco's gonna release the unaired tapes, the Jim Davis Too Hot for
Jim Davis Chronicles. They could become big like Seinfeld. You never know.
Oh, that's incredible. Well, let's close the stream with, it was a topic we had. I thought this was an interesting one. I was inspired by that Billy Joel documentary. Who's seen the Billy Joel documentary? Can we?
I was tortured for 3.5 hours.
Tortured. Oh.
I only seen part 1.
So, all right. Well, I thought about this, and it's not just Billy Joel, but the songwriter, the actual songwriter who performs their own songs, are they becoming an endangered species? We just heard from the AI cowboy that it was on the Vinyl Me Please YouTube video, but honestly, like, there's that one, I don't have it, but there was that one still of Queen wrote like their biggest song, and it was like 4 guys wrote it. Then Beyonce, like Single Ladies, it was like a whole team. They wrote out everyone's names. It was like 40 people that wrote Single Ladies. So I'm curious if that's the new. That there's, I mean, I know Chappell Roan, Lady Gaga, I'm sure they write their own music, but they have collaborators. They have some of these big.
They don't do shit anymore, man.
Okay, so I'm gonna start with you, Bonger. Is the singer songwriter or the songwriter in particular going the way of the pterodactyl and going extinct?
I don't necessarily think so. I think, if you think about pop music in the 1950s, like Frank Sinatra didn't wrote shit. Elvis didn't wrote shit. So I don't think it's such a. That's why Dylan was Dylan, because he was like a single person doing lyrics and stuff, and even people thought that was dumb at the beginning, because why wasn't he doing the covers and traditional folk music only? And so I don't think it's that. I just think that people's music habits have changed, and they become more popular because most bands in general write their music. So I think it's like mostly like solo projects or artists and stuff like that they don't do it anymore. I mean, of course, there must be bands that other people write songs for them.
Sure, of course.
But again, the Monkees, I don't think they ever really wrote much. So stuff like that.
Nesmith did.
No. I know they did some, but it's not like the last Monkees record. One of the songs was written by
Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart, and
the last.
But what I mean, it's just it was a standard practice to have someone write songs for you.
Sure.
Well, I don't want to give away the store, but Jason Rojas, the new Psychedelic Horseshit record, how much was AI and how much was the band in an old gas station on peyote?
More of the latter.
But it's just I don't know. I think again, it's just the perspective of people. The popular music they listen to is overflowed by that, but I don't think that's anything new. So I don't really judge it as much because they're not making a pizza. They're making like
art
as a what I wouldn't call art, but
but
you know what I mean. It's just like they're doing a photograph, and just so happens that in the photograph there's a pizza, and there are multiple people putting the toppings on top of it.
I told you we'd get to Ringo, and Bonger brings it back to pizza and Ringo. Jason, you gonna say?
But no, it just it just so happens that there are multiple people doing the one thing that maybe somebody else could do. But again, I don't think it's that uncommon. It also I don't think it has anything to do, because if there's like Dua Lipa, I think that people like her because how she sings and how she dances. It's not like, oh, she's a singer songwriter. I don't think that's where people go to get that stuff.
Sure, Jason, you were gonna say?
I'm just saying, songwriting is not dead. I mean, The Life of a Showgirl coming in October.
Yep.
Taylor Swift. This is the alternate covers that'll be released. Coming soon. So the CDs are not sold out. Just wait for these
good
versions.
to hear. Breaking news. Good to hear. Art, all right.
They all look the most tacky shit I've ever seen.
Of course, I made them better.
Well,
hire me.
David, what's your take on this? Do you think that the singer-songwriter, I mean, obviously still exists. I mean, I don't think it'll ever go away because, I mean, we're not.
No, but I wouldn't doubt there's singer-songwriters of even decent ilk that are using AI to get ideas from, or to complete lyrics, or to
the artwork, just the artwork in general.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Because
that's I'm talking about the songwriting content and the but even AI generation of music.
It starts there because you can, like, there's a guy I know. I'm not gonna name his name.
Is his name Gyote?
No, but he does.
I used to know. Sorry.
He told me that sometimes what he does is like he asks like ChatGPT for a list of like song titles, and then he builds around that.
Yeah.
And I told him that's still lazy fuck. So like I don't, So, but the artwork thing, Butthole Surfers released a new live record, and the artwork is AI. People that you wouldn't even think. I know you David championed the Tears for Fears. That's a AI cover.
Mm-hmm.
So stuff like that. I think it's. I was thinking about that the other day. I don't even think that translators and stuff like that. I hope that doesn't stop existing in 20 years. Translators, and because can you imagine just like people like cheaply doing something, and because AI probably in 5 years is going to be so human like in language at least, that I think if somebody needs like translation of a book, they might just do that. And I think that's dangerous because again, even in this day and age, there are like controversies in how to translate a single word, right? You see stuff like I don't know, Camus, The Stranger, right? When I was a teenager and I read that book, the translation from Matthew Ward that did it, it said Mammon died today, and they put Mammon as the word itself, which in French can be translated as mommy. So why is this nihilistic son of a whore saying mommy instead of just saying mom? So he wrote it, and he's that word stay like that because he didn't want to imply that there was some type of feeling in it besides just saying my mom died in the beginning of the book. But instead of he just put the word mammon, which might sound like mommy, so it sort of sounds weird, So stuff like that, I just think, in general, there are jobs that are being cornered with this new technology, but
well, Arnaldo, what do you think about this? I mean, do you think that this is the new normal?
Well, the thing that I am very skeptical about, I tried one of those create your song, give the hints of what you want it to sound like. The results were horrible, of course. They weren't to my taste. But more importantly, how are you going to trust? Because AI works on an infinite, I don't know if there's an infinite, but all of this knowledge that's out there, right?
Knowledge.
Well, it's data gathering,
yeah,
notions, everything,
yes,
know-how, and all of that stuff. What if the result is going to end up in a song that would be copyright infringement? Only that whoever queried it and wants to put it out or use it may not even know that song, and then they'll get in trouble. I wouldn't even trust it.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they're doing these steps for, when you do like AI stuff on Instagram, you have to put that you used AI to do it.
Right. But if you're talking about an artist that is quote unquote cheating or getting inspired by AI to write something, whether a melody or a lyric or something, that AI may be pulling something. That is already existing somewhere else. And how would an artist want to, trust that?
Yeah. Well, people already stole like songs,
Right. Yeah.
We don't need AI for that. Money. John Bim says before AI, people used to just steal music and art from older and obscure artists. Nothing will change. Fair point.
I mean, the everlasting Radiohead creep is just what is it? The Hollies. What is it? What's the name of the song? Anybody here?
The Air That I Breathe. Hollies.
The Air That I Breathe. Yeah, it's same line. It's just the chorus. I guess it's what's different. But stuff like that already happened. But I just think it's gonna be more out of control. It just but I still think that in music, at least with music, most people will never probably properly accept AI as something they would enjoy. I think the boundaries might be at like commercial music, or like a Coca-Cola ad or something like that. Because I don't see why anyone would just like straight up want to hear something, auto-generated. I mean, there are auto-generated music.
You don't know. I mean, I did some tests, and my limited knowledge of what to ask and maybe the software that I was using, the results weren't that great. So
no, yeah, but it'll probably get there, and
oh, of course. I just have no knowledge and no experience whatsoever.
But what you are saying, I think it's very important, because there's a video of jazz guy, and he's listening to like real songs and then like AI jazz generated songs, and he got all of them right, but at the same time he was very worried. He was like, I don't know if like I'm, so he started listening to like similarities. So what he noticed was that he's like, oh, this track sounds like Oscar Peterson, so he would like sound like him. So that's why it might fool some people, because if you don't know the whole thing, right? But I don't know. It's just I don't. That would imply people stop learning instruments, which I don't think.
Right. Jose, this generation doesn't want to tie their shoes.
No, I don't
take it from somebody who worked in footwear. They don't want to tie their shoes. You think they want to learn an instrument? Come on now. Shortcuts, Daddy. Shortcuts. Groove Seeker, what do you think about this?
Well, just DJ Khaled has made a career.
Oh, don't even bring up that jabroni.
Another one.
He's made a career out of
We the greatest.
Yes, not knowing anything about music.
Hey, by the way,
feeling stuff and just thinking he knows about music.
Have you ever seen that video of the Bob Marley family that gave him a guitar? You've never seen that?
No.
Oh my Lord! Please look it up later. He doesn't know how to play guitar, but the Bob Marley state gave him a guitar, and he starts banging on it like hoping somebody thinks he knows how to play guitar. It's so funny.
Chris, weigh in on this before we sign off here.
I got a ton to say about this.
All right, unleash the beast.
So I think the original question is, will the singer-songwriter go away or the songwriter go away? I don't think it will, and I think if you look at it, and I think Jose had the best point about this, is that the transformation of pop music always has a reaction from the songwriting community, positive or negative. So first off, like, I still think that there are a ton of amazing singer-songwriters still producing music. Tweety, Father John Misty, all these guys are chronologically like take Elton John from 1970 and put him in 1995. That's where some of these guys are now. They're 20 years into their career. They're still producing music, writing for other people. All that's coming about. The AI thing doesn't worry me in the production of the music. It worries me in the dictation and the domination of the audience, right? Because if that's all they begin to know, then that's going to influence the future artists. But I think what we have to be confident in is, if you look at every trend in music that everybody cringed at, there was always eventually an artist reaction to that trend and seeking out of original and seeking out of influences. So there's going to be a movement where a group of writers come together and start creating music that is a reaction to what's going on now, and they're influenced by the 90s. They're influenced by real musicians, and we're just gonna have to wait it out and see. But I don't think it's gonna totally destroy music. And you guys are going to see Oasis next week, so am I. I want to say this: the fact that Oasis is selling out arenas, you can call it a cash grab, you can call it bullshit, a nostalgia thing. That is a pure reaction. It is a pure reaction to people wanting a band to mean something again. A rock and roll band, a pop rock band, to evoke emotion. So they're going to play all their hits from their first 2 albums and that's it. And people are going to swallow it up and love it because they're yearning for that. They're yearning for that remembrance of what it was like, not for the music, for that feeling to see somebody play live and it not be a show. You're going to see a concert. You're going to see a performance. You're not going to see like a choreographed, music and visual art coming together. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that's the difference between pop music and like this songwriting thing going on. So I'm not going to lose faith in it. I think my biggest concern is like, how do you get that music to people? Like you can't do it in a 45-second TikTok. You have to sit down with a song or songs or an album and absorb it. And that might be a struggle, but I don't think the songwriter is going to die. I think it's the songwriter's job in the community to come back and react.
Also, I think
to all the crap that's going on.
I think how the industry treats AI will always dictate how people basically digest it. Because if some executive says, "Oh, let's give Dua Lipa a song for her to do that's AI," and everyone starts like thinking, "Oh, it's okay," that might be trouble. But I don't think we're there yet. Like people are that desperate.
So I think in general, society's concern about AI is the unknown. But if you really think about it, there's a linear relationship between like someone getting the ability to sample or use an electronic drum machine or use Pro Tools. Like this is just the natural progression of technology and art. Like people are going to have to embrace it. Does that mean that AI is going to produce content and the artist is going to be AI? No, but I think people are going to learn how to harness AI for their advantage. Like Jose, you said somebody had AI give them a list of song titles.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
AI is taking David Bianco from us.
I think
that's like you walking around your city and noticing 4 different things going on and saying, "Oh, these could be song titles."
I don't,
it's just a different way of socialization.
After you fuck around a little bit with like ChatGPT, it sort of starts going in circles.
Yeah,
and that's something that. And when it says something that's not accurate and you point it out, it goes, "Oh, you're right, this and that."
Yeah.
So I think that's why it's a little dangerous, because if you're not with the point that Arnaldo gave, it's like it's taken stuff that already exists. If it's up in the web somewhere, it's guarding that stuff to do something. So you might not know it, but you're probably already taken something from someone else. And again,
I understand that, but
as soon as somebody knows that you're using AI for that type of stuff, again, I think for like tools, like cleaning tools for like old recordings to take out or
Peter Jackson thing is a perfect example. Yes,
that's great. That's amazing. That's super fun, right? But the fact that somebody wants to do like I don't know how to play guitar. Can somebody just do a track and I'll sing? Oh, I can't sing, so let's just learn my voice and auto tune it. Oh, I don't want to auto tune. It's just that part as a self experimentation. Okay, but to sell it to someone.
But that's been going on forever, guys.
No, I don't know. That's not true.
It's been going on forever without the technology.
Yeah, but that was fine. Again,
no, it wasn't. What's the difference?
Oh, it's been going on with the technology that you didn't even know existed.
No, I know. Like I know there were machines basically doing disco tracks, But what I'm saying is that it's just before it used to be a product. A song was a product, and that's fine. But my problem is when you're taking one spoonful of every soup. It's just gonna be
all
like
right, so I understand that aspect of AI to generate something that's supposed to be organic by stealing from other.
If it doesn't exist online, it's not gonna be able to even mention
that. That's one small pie, the piece of the pie, and that's just bullshit. Like I have no patience for that, and I can see the negative side of that. But like do you not watch a film because they use like CGI and AI to create imagery in the backdrop?
But that's different because most of the times on, like, for example, I'll give you the Brutalist, Oscar-nominated movie.
Yeah.
They used AI to do like the accents. I love that. I mean, I don't think anybody actually cares about that much. They should have used that on fucking Emilia Perez piece of shit movie. They should have used that because Selena Gomez sounded like ass.
Hang on a second, Jose. I hate to say this, but BK says I asked ChatGPT to write a song in the style of Jose Moreno Ran, but with Peter Cetera on vocals. Amazeballs. Only with AI. So
what's gonna happen here is the use of AI to create a song based upon whatever it was trained upon. If that training is Google, the Google search universe, which is bullshit, then that's going to be an issue. But if that happens, there is going to be a reaction from artists.
Yeah, but
it's going to produce.
It's going to put them out of work.
A reciprocal production of art in response to that. This is every trend, every genre, and any movement in art or music has always been a result of response to something.
No, and that's great. Yeah, because all art is a response to something, and I get that. But again, at the same time, I think that people that champion it, I think it should exist, right, as a tool. But there are people that are actually, after that Beato video of the band, you can read comments. They're like, "Oh, I've been listening to the band because the songs are actually good." So that to me is wild in the sense that.
So the problem isn't AI. The problem is the consumer.
Exactly. But that's what I said earlier. It's how people give. So if somebody higher up, right, on a panel somewhere tells them, "Oh, you know what? It's the record is actually pretty good. You should go listen to it." Because since it's AI, like, what's the copyright limit on it? Can you copyright that? Can somebody just bootleg that record and put it out on vinyl and, like, you know what I mean? Like,
we're in uncharted territory.
That's the thing. But guys, fundamentally, this has been going on. It's just there hasn't been technology to support it. Like, go back to the late 90s of the boy band era, right? One boy band gets popular. What does the manager do? He clones a second boy band.
Shout out to Lou Pearlman.
Sweet Lou. Okay, Lou Pearlman, right. So it's like, this has been happening just without. This is how music and art gets ruined. It becomes a commodity.
In fairness, it was Maurice Starr that created the formula in the early 80s with New Edition, then we did New Kids on the Block, and then Lou Pearlman took the formula and did it multiple times. Sorry.
You know that story about New Edition is crazy. I never knew anything about that. Never knew.
But like my whole point on this is, like, I don't disagree with what any of us are saying. It's just that this is just technology hitting the fast forward button on a trend that's always been happening. That's the scary part.
Well, yes, but again, like I said before, there were machines doing disco songs. You know, they were like backtrack type shit, but people still hated that.
Well,
it's like do people you discredit an artist because they use loops on their album?
Well, now I forgot I was going to mention that. Now, what's bizarre to me, it's the approach that you can rip off a song, and then once you're caught, you can put the original artist as credited as co-writers. Right. Like the Olivia Rodrigo track, I don't know any of the titles, but so whoever wrote that shit stole a song from a Paramore. And immediately when they get caught, they were like, "Oh," and they credited as co-writers. That to me is even worse than AI.
They probably came to an agreement, Jose.
They
came to an agreement. It's just like,
exactly. But that's the second or third time this or last year that I heard that. So to me, that's again not to mention the fifth time, but.
There is a financial motivation for that person, whether they're a known or an unknown writer, to say, okay, just put my name in the credit, Olivia Rodrigo, and
Yeah.
pay me all back royalties, because
Wow.
right, who would? There's too much money at stake to argue it and bring it to the court and say you need to take it down. They won't do that because they have everything to lose.
No, but the fact that no one at any point said, "Oh, this sounds like this," because again, it's different when it's a band or somebody that writes the music, but when it's like 15 people doing one song, that to me,
that's because so many samples are used in making that Beyonce song that
but I'm not talking
in
about
order
Beyonce.
to clear it, every publisher, every artist that she used a sample from, even if it's just a triangle hit, but
no, I know
each
that
one of them comes
Or
to
the
an
hi-hat,
agreement.
or
He has
yeah.
to put all
but
of them
that's sampling. That's like that. I agree with that. It's like it should be credited. It could be, but I'm saying bands that release stuff knowing that they already sound like something else.
Oh,
and
well,
they sell it as their own. I think that's worse than AI.
Well, some
stuff.
people will say that Led Zeppelin made a
Led
career out
Zeppelin,
of that.
yeah.
But I
And
totally
I still hate
disagree.
that.
I disagree on that. I mean, yes, they were inspired by a lot.
What do you like,
other
Arnaldo? What do
music.
you think of like, 'cause, to be honest, I had never heard till I was somewhere at a mall or something, and somebody said, "Oh, that's a Dua Lipa song." And then I heard the whole record, and it's basically because I don't remember the title of the album, but that's why it's titled like that. It's just literally like beats, pieces of songs that were popular at 80s and 90s, 2000s, and they put new lyrics on them.
Arnaldo, friend of the show,
like
Jefferson. Friend of the show, Jefferson does want to point out he agrees with your point, but Led Zeppelin at least paid the blues artist eventually.
Yeah,
Maybe they never.
Jimmy Page.
They never
Page
paid
told the
Jake
girl in
Holmes.
the basement.
Eventually. All right, well, guys, we're running up on time. Good conversation. I think we should run this one back maybe at some other point. Maybe when AI takes over surface noise and can recreate our bad jokes or the John Bong F-bombs or
how many can we show the score for it tonight? Please?
Yeah, it was team tonight.
Yeah, so what's the final tally? We've got the home office.
This is up for audit on the podcast edit, but this is a
wonderful. The bong card tonight.
I'm not sure.
14 F-bombs. Bonger.
No, that's 9. That's 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terrible at
5 and 4. 5 and 4, Chan.
Sorry. Listen, it's been a long night, and
I don't know. You need to feed those numbers in an Excel.
By the way, I love the fact that instead of going to your immediate right, you started doing it below.
Well,
you had faith in me that I was not going to use the whole sheet.
I don't know.
Hey, just remember the kids are watching. We want to be clear. Some people like some things, and other people like other things. And we're still streaming. And I believe the other show ran out of juice, and it sounds like they may have run out of questions. So
good questions. Good questions.
Did Bellman put Kevin in a sleeper hold, and that was the end of it? He's just like, I'm the man. I am the man.
Tap.
I do the work. I do the work, Kevin. Oh,
well, hey, all I know is if there's wrestling involved, I will definitely rewatch that. So, Steve, you have my my eyeballs for a few bits. Mazzy was dropping F-bombs over there too. Listen,
whoa,
he got warmed up over here, and then he went in full lather over at the West. So Steve, I'm sorry. In that case, I apologize. We sent.
Well, if that's so, what a fucking hypocrite. Remember when he was like, "Oh, everybody's so calm except that brown guy." You remember that? And now he's saying fuck bombs and Westman.
Yeah, so if you go to surfacenoise.com, you can bid on the official bong card, which we've now added Mazzy with 2 F-bombs.
That's why it was blank, because he was missing.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, okay. Steve, he was more refined for the Westman show. He got him out of his system over here, so that's fine. That's fine. We're the playpen of the vinyl community. It's okay.
This is for decoy cards. If we get Bong and Mazzy to sign this could be like a one-of-one collector's item, and we can put it up for auction.
We'll get it slabbed. We'll get it slabbed, and
if I go to when I go to New York next year, I can sign that for you. And
okay.
Oh, you're coming to New York, Jose.
my cousin is getting married, but I don't have a ticket or anything yet, but I have to. I guess.
In pure bong mode, that is a last minute McGillicuddy. I like it.
Well, thank you. There will be footage of Bong and I out there in New York hanging.
I can't wait with John Bong with his little doctor's case of records. He's trying to get placement with.
No.
And,
trade up. I want to trade up.
I will carry that suitcase, and I will not be going to any what is it tourist locations. So
I do want to say this is a great way to close. I want to thank everyone for watching. The last word belongs to Kieran Kelly, who says, if Mike Esposito can get his initials in the dead wax, surely John Bong can as well.
I can because I press records, so I can put my name on one.
And yes,
All
right. Well, thanks for watching. Again, no show next week. Was it? I guess the math is 30%. How much of the panel? I guess. Well, Groove Seeker, you're going to be catching Oasis on the weekend tip, but Mr. Rojas and I will be in Chicagoland proper. So go to David's channel. He's going to have alternative programming. Sounds like he's going to be oven mitted up as he unleashes
it's half the panel channel.
Verbal jihad on Jim Davis, only on the David Bianco channel. Appreciate y'all, and we'll be back in 2 and 2.
Everybody. See you guys. Thanks.
Hang on. Now I end it, and